So, okay, adjust the volume so it's okay on my end. Okay, so a couple of little housekeeping things before I get started. Today's stream is going to be a little shorter, which is why we're not starting with Tiny Glade. I'm going out to see a musical right after this, so I need to finish like before 7. So these streams in the past have been like 4 to 5 hours. So we're going to be just under 4 hours today. I may finish this game today based on what Zimisi was saying about playtime last time. But I also may not. I do like to spend a lot of time creating cards. So, you know, there's there's always more things to do. Once again, have not played this since the last time. I've been very diligent about streaming every part of this playthrough, so I'm excited to continue. I can't quite remember where we got to, but I'm sure my memory will be refreshed as soon as I hit continue. Okay. Oh, am I going somewhere? There's no familiar there. Let's go and have a look at our cards. I think I'm out of resources to, not out of resources, but I think I don't have like a good amount of resources to make more cards right now, but let's see. Oh, I mean, I do. Let's use some earth. We don't have that many earth cards. I really love the music in this game. I quite like that. Ooh, I like this too. Yeah, let's use this. Oh, we have like, yeah, we have like special arcana. The really expensive ones. Oh. Okay, actually, if we use a different background, we can use that arcana, I think. Let's... maybe an air background? That's nice. Let's use this one. And then... oh, wait. This one. Unable to harmony one. Ooh, that's actually really scary. CBC, hi! I didn't look at what this card does, but it looks really cool, so I think... wow, that was expensive. Okay. So we want something nice, maybe like a water thing. Maybe? Hard choice. I'm worried that I'm about to make like a really bad card. Let's find out. Let's do this one. Ooh, honestly, immediately kind of a vibe. Yeah, we're definitely using like the space corner over here. And then I think we'll just sort of... okay, I like the book. The book is cool. And then I think we'll just use like decorative spooky arm. Maybe like that. I want them to be like reaching up towards the book, I think. Yeah. have that there, so it looks like it's just been drawn. Yeah. Okay, we have more arms. Is there one I haven't used? No. I have some cubes, though. Cubes are fun. Ooh, there's eyes. Ooh. We have such different design methods for our cards. Oh, CVC, I would love to see some of your cards. You should post some pictures in the Discord or something. I bet everyone who plays this game designs their cards so differently, and I would be super intrigued to see. Maybe I should like look up, I'm sure there's like a subreddit where people post their cards. That's cool. I'm just gonna put some like random, oh, there's a little moon, that's cute. Oop, nope, nope. Okay, I really like that. I think this card is gonna be terrible. Like, I think the meaning of this card is gonna be terrible. Got an ad break in 3, so I won't do anything else while the ads are going. Oh, okay, thank you, Zimisi. I would really like to see them. But I also understand that, like, spoilers and things. I think this kind of thing is really interesting to see how people's minds work so differently in terms of creativity. Because, like, we all have the same... Like, it feels quite limited. Oh my gosh, hang on. Let me... I'm gonna go fix cat cam because one of the cats... Okay, so let's see. Woo! Good girl. Told her she needs to get a job if she wants to keep getting bickies. So she's coming to work for stream. She was looking right at the camera before. Of course, like the one time that a cat has knocked down the camera, she goes and is like, "Ooh, I'm gonna look directly in the camera. Aren't I so cute?" So yeah, new mic setup. Hopefully the audio is sounding better. I ran a few tests with it, but obviously it can be a little different depending on like streaming and live and things. It's hard to know like what other people's preferences are, but it does also unfortunately mean I have to have the microphone down here instead of above me, which I prefer, but if it makes the audio better, then that's what we're gonna do. Okay, cat cam is fixed. Ads are over in 25 seconds. Let me get some water. Audio is definitely better. Oh yay, yeah. I couldn't figure out what was going on because I noticed the same thing. Like if I would watch back streams, which I hate doing, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. But sometimes to like clip things, I have to watch them back, and I noticed how much quieter I was compared to everyone else. Like everything, like every other tab. So I followed this really great tutorial on YouTube on how to adjust your audio settings for Streamlabs, and it seems to have worked. So I'm really glad that that's the case. Thank you for the feedback. Okay, this card is finished. What does it mean? I think it's gonna be bad. Uranophobia. The merchant caravan spreads conversations. Whispers from everyone you love paint the most horrific worlds. The Arbiter's book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. Guide, discovery, leadership, purpose, authority, predestination, and luck. That is actually pretty good. Okay. Oh, we've got a visitor. Was that there before? I feel like it wasn't. Hopefully the game audio is loud enough. Oh, oops. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Fortuna. Not cool I had to learn you can get visitors now from other... Oh, not cool I had to learn you can get visitors now from other than you. I don't know if you're aware of the current state of things, but we need to talk. Patrice. Oh, Patrice is our sister who became a witch because we foretold that, I think. Chapter 5, An Inquiry into Values. Oh, that's Patrice. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mom. So, my mom, why did I say it like that? Oh, Leviathan Arcana ends in phobia. Yeah, I was wondering how they, like, make the names. True, don't they? I was wondering how they make the names. Because they must have, like, a pattern. But it's interesting that they will have, like, unique names when you can choose so many different variations of things for the cards. Okay. I spent most of my childhood helping my mum sew work clothes for farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school, and my allowance is miserable. Aw, she's called Maria Fortuna, after us, I assume. Maybe not, but that's presumptuous. Haha, you make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothing. I got paid 30 cents a piece. What? Then why did you even bother doing it? I had to help my mum. She was paid $2 a piece, but during those times it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything more expensive now, Grandma? That's the real question. Yeah, so we see back in my day, we had to walk 10 miles to school in the freezing cold. I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Did your dad explain it to you? I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war back in Spain. He didn't have time to teach me much, besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella. Hell yeah, love paella. I love Grandma's yellow rice. Ha, you sure do, beautiful. I'll make some paella tomorrow. What do you say? Yes! Yes, yes! Why did you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Okay. Why did you come to the US? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mum had to flee to France with me and your Auntie Fortuna to escape the fascists. Then we moved to the US. What are fascists, oh boy? How long do you have, kid? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them, or simply is different. Are there any fascists in the US? Too many, I'd say. Oh no, what are we going to do, Grandma? Ha, don't worry about it. I'll protect you all. Yaya, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was on this very beach I saw your aunt for the last time. It was here? Where she died? I've told you 1,000 times, your Aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Come on, Yaya, I'm old enough already. But it's true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Ava. I love Ava. She gives me candy. Also, Ava's still alive. Yay! Oh. Haha, yes, Ava's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza, and we opened a nice bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine, Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night, there was this beautiful meteor shower, so the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy? She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She's always had special powers, but this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Shh, Michael, it's all right. She's a good witch. Then she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned then. No, she went to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. I mean, it's the ocean, so, you know, lots of bodies are never found. But we know it's true. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why doesn't she come to visit us? Drew, why are you leaving? Gonna do a big jump. Well, so much for cat cam. That I don't know, sweetheart. I assume we're not allowed to visit. Oh my god, she looks so cool. Hello, Fortuna. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'm saying I'm more disillusioned than upset. When I found you were planning on telling me you can accept... when were you planning on telling me you can accept visitors? Things have been complicated. I didn't want to worry you until I figured out this mess. I didn't know I had to report my every movement to you. I didn't want to worry you until I figured out this mess. So you managed to get yourself into a new mess, even in exile. I don't know why I even keep caring at this point. What do I need to do for you to let your big sister in? Have I ever failed you? Therese, come on. I've explained this to you too many times already. I love her walking stick here. You are in. It's just that I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make my problems your own. I want you to be my friend, not my mum. Although, not even our mum intruded as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? Ugh, not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut to the tense and cordial conversation? Fine. How's work, Juliet? Still checking in on your descendants? Let's ask about the descendants first. Are you still checking in on your descendants? Nah, got bored a couple of generations ago. It was important to me to veil over Maria Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest. And I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, what became of them all. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy, but at some point it lost all meaning and just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. They stopped talking about you, huh? Shut up. I know you too well. Frick. I'm gonna say how's work and then we'll ask about Juliet. Weird. Not that attractive right now. Why's that? I may put the detective work on hold for a while. With the upcoming elections, I've been getting a lot of unsavory requests. Ooh, I bet. I'm not in the mood for digging up dirt or spying on people. Not for a third party, at least. Fair enough. What do you mean a third party? Well, we'll get to that in a bit. I don't know if I like the sound of that. How's Juliet doing? Are you still together? No, that had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly. Can you believe it? Oh, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All that freedom, the directionlessness. I can imagine that. She depended a lot on me to decide how to use her time, but I'm not the kind to become anyone's conductor. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both, so in the end, her solution was to forego her freedom. From what she's told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is a widespread disease among witches. Yeah, I can definitely imagine that. It'd be... I don't think all witches are human originally, but they're all mortal, I assume. And so suddenly becoming immortal and, like, not omnipotent, but with so much power and so much knowledge, that would be hard. The irony of immortality. Enough catching up. What about you? What have you done this time? No, what have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal, I'm sure. Oh, do we tell Patrice? We haven't told anyone yet. I really meant to tell, oh my gosh, I've forgotten her name. Dahlia. I meant to tell Dahlia because Dahlia kept her other friend's secret. I feel like we should tell someone. I think Patrice would protect us. I don't think she would give us up. Yeah. Holy fuck, Fortuna. A motherfucking behemoth? Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks? What do you mean it talks? We behemoths fucking invented language. And I'm not an it. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to do to survive. I'm sorry, I was desperate. I did what I had to do to survive. Survive? This will get you executed, erased from the cosmos. I was living death anyway. 200 years alone on this rock is worse than oblivion, Patrice. Who could blame you, really? Fucking Idana. We had to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I can start by calling in some favors, see if we can get you in the running. Patrice. What? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. We haven't done the best job. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lessons. You may have been my big sister back on Earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. What did you just say, you ungrateful piece of shit? You hurt me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. Oh, I didn't think about that when I told her, but yeah. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't get you involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I didn't turn you into a witch. You were destined to become, well... I'm sure we thought that was true for a long time, but actually now it kind of seems like we did turn her into a witch. How many times do we have to go over this? I just read the cards. Wait. What? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What are you on about? What? You're sorry now? What's going on? Oh shit. Your bone cancer. Oh shit. Oh my fucking life. Fortuna. Easy. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I've recently learned something about my divination that, well, it changes everything. What's going on? I'm not a reader. I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? Idana's corpse visited me recently. She told me why she sent me into exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future. I'm deciding it. Forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. First of all, we were kids. You're not responsible for my fate, no matter the forces behind it. Okay, thank you. And we didn't know. We didn't know. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a truck or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. I do not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then, you're right. You've always been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it. Being a witch, it beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You want to be back in your life so bad you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility is overwhelming. Listen. I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. But we're not on Earth anymore. I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overpowered and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. Yeah, but not all of them were so terrifyingly powerful that they got exiled for 2,000 years. So, although perhaps a lot of witches get exiled and need to learn how to use their abilities, because that's what Idana said. That's why she said she was doing it, so that we could, like, consider how to use our abilities. You're like a super witch, so what? Use your powers to do good or whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it, like that spider guy that Eva liked. Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. It doesn't go like that. No? Well, you get me. But where do I draw the line? Case by case. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No! Come on. We all have an expiry date, even witches. Write me a beautiful death. Patrice. You know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was immortal. It is weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once again. That's actually fair. And she's the only person who... Like, we never read into anyone else's death. We only did it this one time. So she's the only person who would know how it felt. And she says that she liked it, so... Alright. I love you, Patrice. I love you too. Cute. Here we go again. But let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. Well, hopefully there won't be another, like, end to have. Like, I mean, hopefully it sounds weird, but, like, you really want a third immortal life? You get reincarnated or whatever. You deal with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. Wait. How does this new deck of yours work? For you it's going to be the same. Mechanically speaking, it's just like tarot. But I crafted this deck myself, capturing arcana inside the cards. So I can fine-tune my style of divination and I don't need to be so dependent on the classic tarot symbols. Wow. Cool. Okay, Show me what you've got. Introspection, yearning, passion, power. You'll turn yourself into a gemstone trinket to veil over your favorite student. You will fall in love with a mortal poet and forsake your powers to be able to live and age next to them. You will ascend one more time. You'll become a goddess of inspiration and will only be able to interact with this plane through signs and revelations. I like both of these. It's I shouldn't be looking at how much of these it gives because we're telling someone's future, so I should be deciding based on what it says, but I'm like, ooh, I could use the air and the earth. I like this one. You'll ascend one more time. You'll become a goddess of inspiration and will only be able to interact with this plane through signs and revelations. Really? You gotta be kidding me. Let me rest in peace for once, for God's sake. I thought you always wanted to be a goddess. Please, I'm a goddess already, bitch. I know. Can you change it? I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. Cards let me access a selection of possible futures and I scry through them. Can you see how much time I have left? Nope. I'm sorry, but if it didn't come up in the reading, then it's not going to happen anytime soon. Well, that'll have to do then. So, what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah. I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too, now that I think about it. It'll take more time to get bored of these cards since I can keep producing new ones. The illustrations, do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I compose them with existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. It's true. I don't know, it's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, well, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No! I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Idana died and the coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you could receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time that we could have put into preparing your campaign. I'm sorry about that, but anyway. Clairvoyance isn't the only quality required to lead. I don't know shit about high politics. I'm not fit to rule. Your divination is the most crucial point, and I'm not talking about you running the coven as the dictator Idana was. You can surround yourself with a wise team, you can confer with the whole community even, but your judgment is what will ultimately set the direction for the coven. That's fine and all, but I already told Dahlia I'd help her become the next leader. What a pity. Let's hope she takes it well when you tell her that you're running for leader yourself. Should we... I think we probably end up running for leader no matter what. So I think... And we can always, like, we can appoint Dahlia as, like, our right-hand woman. She'll be angry for about 5 minutes, but it'll be okay. Perfect. Game's on. You're gonna make a great leader, trust me. I'm a little worried because in the deal with the behemoth, we sacrificed our immortality. So I feel like we're gonna gain leadership and then we're just gonna die. Yeah. You're not the first one to tell me I'd make a great leader. You're all gonna make me believe I should do it. You should. You must. I'll help you. First order of business is to define a program. I'm going to do some scouting and I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Then we can decide where we stand on the hottest topics. Okay, this is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit. Get your deck in order, relax a bit, and we'll set everything in motion when I come back. Cool, see you later. I don't know if we can win an election while we're, like, exiled on a different, like, thing. Ooh, Alberma. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air seal didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. I'd say Patrice adores me in her own way. She just has a tough way of expressing love. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So, shit's getting real. Are you excited? Anxious. Not really, but I don't have a choice. I mean, we do have a choice. So that's a little, like, misleading. More anxious than anything, I think. A couple of days out of exile and I already want to be left alone. If I make it to leadership, my first ordinance will be to limit meetings to once a month, I swear. Now that's a good leader. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? Good idea. A friendly reunion before the race. I'm worried that might be the wrong decision politically, but friendship-wise, I think it's correct. You never know how gruesome things will get, and the three of us didn't have a chance to meet just to hang out like old times, so do invite them, please. I will. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry. She's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on. You have a behemoth on your side and you are planning on not using me during the campaign? Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favor, you know. Okay, I guess that's a great resource, but don't you do anything without our approval. Absolutely. It may not look like it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm gonna lay down for a bit. I need some rest before facing the mess I've got myself into. Talk to you later. You dream about? You dream that you're the owner of a tiki bar. You design a cocktail by mixing absinthe and boiled mackerel spines. It's so good that a line of 100 people forms outside your business. Anyone who drinks it feels the urge to write poetry. Sure. Dear Fortuna, you wanted to see us, right? I'd love to get together before the race starts. Let me know when it's a good time and I'll pick up Dahlia and come over to your place. I'm worried. I'm worried about this. Oh, she flies on a sword? I don't think I even noticed that. That's so cool. Thanks for coming. It's been centuries since we got the three of us together. I don't know why we didn't do this, like, I don't know, right away. What's up, witches? And you bet, magic life can get so chaotic sometimes that we just forget to enjoy it. Huh, yeah, it makes me happy to see the two of you together. Tell me about some adventures I missed. I took Jasmine hunting once. What, really? Oh, my, she did, and never again, I tell you. Jasmine really would make a fine demon hunter. That sand dweller didn't stand a chance. Jasmine planted some magical seeds into the dunes, and in a matter of minutes, boom! A big fucking vine emerged out of the white sand, strangling the demon. It was horrible. I only had to slice that fucker's throat. The stench of blood. Oh, I don't know how you do it, Dahlia. Then she spent the whole evening building a grave for the worm. It was beautiful though, wasn't it? I would have loved to have been there. I missed you so much. Me too. My first order of business will be to ban fucking exile so we can all go on adventures again. Huh. Are you nervous about the elections? You can't imagine. I'm cool, more excited than anything. On the one hand, I'm not worried because whoever wins in the end, the Coven is going to be well looked after. On the other hand, I want what's best for the Coven, and I truly believe my program is the safest bet. Just to be clear, I do think you'd make for a lovely leader, but playing it safe is the death of progress, Jasmine. But aren't we all well already? We just need to iron out Idana's more abusive politics and put some love into the community. That's because the status quo benefits you. Think about all the novices and all the witches who don't fit into that orderly vision, myself included. My plan is not to start a revolution, but to level the playing field. It's not fair that power is held by the eldest. Novices need to be guided, though. Think about when we had just ascended. We weren't in any shape to be making important decisions. I don't know about that. Age has its own setbacks. What do you think, Fortuna? Well, about that. I guess it's time I make my stance clear. I'm running for leader myself. What? Oh, my, but aren't you exiled? Patrice is going to help me run the campaign. In fact, it was her who practically forced me into this venture. Okay, and what's your deal? I'm not really sure yet. We still have to define our program, but my sister is dead set on having my divination at the helm of the new government. That'd be quite an asset, all right. Have you really thought this through? I doubt a criminal has much of a chance at leadership. Whoa, that's a bit strong. I'm not a criminal, Jasmine. Part of the plan of becoming the next leader is to eradicate unfair punishments. So you actually wanted to meet us to declare war, huh? Not war, I just thought it'd be proper to let you know firsthand. I really think that no matter who wins, the future is bright. Yeah, that's what I like to think. But the stress of competing against you two is a bit overwhelming. Why don't we use this opportunity to promise that no matter what, we'll still be friends after the race is over? There's no way, man. This is gonna get so messy. No. Oh. No promises needed. I never had a doubt about it. Likewise, we'll always be friends. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do if I lost you. You won't. I love you. I love you too. I love you three. Fuck off. Okay, the next few weeks are going to get pretty busy. I better leave and start preparing my knives. Figuratively speaking, I understand? No, literally. I'm a daggersmith. That's what I do. No need to stab anyone, though. I hope. Okay, you two take care. Okay. See you soon. Take care, both of you. Bye. Thanks for coming. Oof. I am worried about that. Wait, isn't this... Oh no, this is Patrice. Fortuna, everything is set to go. Get your shit in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll review the program and campaign plan. Sure. We have ads in 8 seconds and I won't do anything during ad break except maybe change my cardigan because I'm too warm. Okay, it's ads. Let me turn off webcam so I can run away briefly. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and this one goes better with the theme because look, it's got like little stars and moon. Cute. My hair is an absolute wreck today. Don't ask. Thanks, CBC. Okay, ads over in 8 seconds. Wow, good timing. All right. How are you? Fine, relaxed, ready and focused, excited, eager to start, awful, anxious. Ready and focused. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Dahlia and Jasmine? Yes, I did. How'd they take it? They didn't show it, but I know they weren't happy. It's only natural. They both wanted you on their side because they know how fundamental your talents are for this campaign. I'm sure they're terrified now because they know you're running against them. I don't know. They're way more prepared than me. I feel like it's going to be really hard to win a campaign from exile. Like, no one's... I mean, I guess 200 years isn't that long in the witch scheme of things, but like, it's not a good look. I'm trying to fix my hair. Oh my god. There's no fixing it. It is what it is. They're just bothered about the nuisance. You can't really be that naive. If we play our cards right, haha, nice pun, we're gonna sweep the polls. Oh, maybe. Okay, allow me to give you a rundown of what's ahead. We have to define a program and a plan. First, we'll analyze our opponents and I'll interview you to see where we stand on the main issues. Then we'll sketch and review a program. Once we get to something solid, we'll form a team and schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. All clear? Yes. Good. First of all, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the coven? You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Do you need me to explain them to you? I know about them. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Who do you want to start with? Let's start with Jasmine, because I think I agree with more of Dahlia's. Jasmine. Understood. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution, circa 1800. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest, medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporary. I don't think I've ever seen that word before. Contemporanean witches? With our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies. Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to the most conservative witches. Her politics are a liberal revision of Idana's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from so many duties and the fear of failure. Whoa, how'd you manage to get all that info in so little time? Please, I'm a detective, sis, and that was barely scratching the surface. Now focus. Her program to achieve this is, judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. That is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she'll be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then, for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that'll be determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, as for witch duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the coven's best interest in mind, and that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Idana's corpse so we all become more powerful. Take a minute to interiorize, surely that should be internalize, Jasmine's program. Sure. Done. Okay, so let's think about this. I hate this. I hate this. I don't mind the strike system, especially compared to what we have now. Forbidden arts, I think I agree more with Dahlia's stance here that things shouldn't be banned, but like understood and discouraged. Model affairs, guide and protect. Don't hate this, but I don't love it. I don't like the implication that we like know what's best for other beings. Like, even though we've lived much longer than mortals, doesn't mean we know what's good for them. Witch duties, freedom and trust. Love this. I'm very anti-micromanagement, although I do recognize that it has its issues. Devour Idana's corpse. I don't want to do this. Done. Done. Perfect. So tell me now, what do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? Yeah, I think these plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Interesting. If we adopt this strategy, we may polarize the coven's opinion, but in the long run we could gather the support of the young and weak, plus the support of the most compassionate elders. It may do the trick. Good, good. Now to assess the candidate herself, let's use your privileged info on Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? Her charming mother-like aura, for sure. She's the mum friend. Right. A mother figure could well become the prom queen of this race. Many voters decide based on instinct rather than analysis, and Jasmine's persona promises to be an excellent caretaker for a lot of us. We'll need to expose her ugly sides to distort those motherly attributes. Oh boy. Patrice is really going hard on this. Now to her flaws. What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? She was really jealous. Yeah, envy. Really? Yes, and she does a poor job hiding it. We should come up with creative ways of triggering her envy then. This will come in very handy to cloud her judgment. I didn't want to give the real one there, which was... Oh, I've forgotten which one it was. But I think Patrice is going to use these against Jasmine and Dahlia, so I wanted to give something a little less effective. Maybe that's completely the wrong strategy, I don't know. I feel bad. I feel so bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about you, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, nice, we can hope for a clean victory. Focus on bringing your best game and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. Talk about pressure. Should we go over Dahlia now? Yeah, sure. Dahlia's not from Earth. On our home planet, politics have evolved and twisted more than anywhere else in the explored universe. She comes from the demonic desert lands, where matriarchy-based warlordism and chieftainship are the primary form of organization, even nowadays. I'm not saying to underestimate her, but we can expect her to not be well prepared to navigate the intricacies of a political campaign. On the other hand, Dahlia's politics seem to be very different from her homeworld's. From what I've gathered, her focus seems to be collectivizing the Coven's duties and responsibilities, distributing the Coven's power horizontally. Level the playing field is practically her slogan. Her program to achieve this is judgment by referendum. Dahlia argues that in a community this compact, we should have to account for every member's input, regardless of their background or preparation. Enforcement, none whatsoever. She believes in amicable resolution. And should dialogue fail, she wants to leave the matter in the hands of the arbitrage office. Her point being that we don't need to police ourselves when we already have the magical pact. Forbidden arts allow free access to any kind of magic and control them through education, not banning. Mortal affairs cut all ties with mortals. Dahlia believes we're too privileged to be messing with people's lives. She thinks we should leave them be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. Witch duties, magical tax. Have every member of the coven share a percentage of their magic output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. And finally, she believes that we should scatter Idana's remains so more witches can ascend to our coven and our coven can become more diverse. As you can see, Dahlia is betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine it. I think it's pretty cool. That won't float. It's imperative you challenge your opponent's ideals to get ahead. Try again. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? Okay. This one's awful. We're never saying this one. I think it's expose her naivete, but I think my program's going to be quite naive as well, so... a little concerning. Good one. The ideal community she wants to paint a picture of isn't a reality. We'll focus on conveying that to the rest of the coven. Okay, now let's capitalize on your intimate knowledge of your rival. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? Her overwhelming charisma and the confidence she projects. Yeah, if this were a popularity contest, she'd have the upper hand. I'm sure her campaign will kick off with a lot of momentum. We can't hope to defeat her on any revolutionary grounds. We'll have to play on your intelligence and mysticism to get a bite of her cake. Damn, we want a bite of her cake? I'll take it. What about her weaknesses? Impulsive, impatient... Impulsive, impatient, gets angry easily. Good. And if we can provoke her during a debate, then the Coven is sure to question her ability to rule. We should be on the lookout for opportunities to get her mad during the campaign. Is this really necessary? It's your call, but if we don't exploit your opponent's flaws, it'll make it less likely for you to become the next leader. Politics are ugly, I know, but also, let me tell you, you should expect the same from your rivals. Friends or not, I'm sure they won't be pulling any punches. Be ready. I'm already regretting this. Yeah, exactly how I feel. But sure, whatever. I'll handle it. Alright, now for the third candidate. What? There's more? Of course, no one told you. No? Who is it? No one truly thinks she poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she is a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark... Oh, is it going to be Pepper? Peppermancer? Tell me who it is already. Come on. Capressa. The historian witch. The eldest witch in our coven. Oh no. She precedes even Idana. Capressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. She has an infallible memory. All events get registered inside her tree rings. The thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the Coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently, Capressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take to run the Coven. So for the first time, she's running for leader. Boy, the first time in like thousands and thousands of years. Does that... I mean, it either means that we're like doing something really right and progressing further than what we ever have, or we've done something really, really wrong for the first time. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly as Idana left them. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Idana's corpse as some sort of oracle, to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and set up direction for the Coven. Wow, fuck Capressa. Fuck her program in any case. I know Capressa personally, and she's very kind and helpful. But yes, no one wants the ghost of Idana to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters all among the eldest, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Capressa has this special mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. Depending on how gruesome the race gets, we could scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Capressa. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Compressor and keep her in check, it all should be fine, though. Understood. Alright, are you ready to start defining our program, or did you want to take a break? Let's get this over with. Alright, we'll go over every point, assess our options, and make some choices, and when we have a first draft, we can review any aspect to iron out the program. It's okay to borrow some ideas you may fancy from your rivals, but try to make a program that's unique enough to be your own. This is where we're going to struggle, is because I really think it would have been better for us to just support Dahlia, but I'll try and make it different. First point, judgment. Right now, this is where our rivals stand. Jasmine wants to perform a quorum of the elders. Dahlia wants to introduce judgment by referendum. Compressor wants to keep Idana's runic judgment. What type of judgment do you prefer? Isn't Dahlia's idea of dividing all the power among members via referendum a beautiful idea? It is beautiful indeed. It would be something far-fetched for a bigger society, but provided the coven stays within the hundreds, it's feasible. It'd still be quite cumbersome, and we need to keep in mind that the most popular option isn't always truly best, but it will always keep the majority satisfied. Will this make us weaker but happier? I can't tell. It's never been done before in a coven that I know of. Okay, so what type of judgment do you prefer? Maybe there's another option to manage the coven. Something fair but effective. What do you have in mind? To have a leadership that decides on everything without the community's input is problematic, but leaving all executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. I'm thinking of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize power, appoint experts in every matter to deal with law, exploration, magic development, resource management, culture, anything really. Set up as many ministries as necessary. All ministers will work alongside the leader, but they would have the last word on their respective competencies, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. And how will these ministers be appointed? Do these positions rotate? What happens if someone more competent shows up? Is the minister replaced? I mean, it's really interesting on paper, and I think it'll be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter, but this will probably breed many power struggles within the coven, fighting for these positions or trying to earn the favor of certain ministers. I see. Not that the other options don't have downsides, I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea. I think it is still worth giving it a shot if you like it. If you're at the helm, I'm sure you'll run a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help you. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this scenario relies on having a capable leader. You are a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decide to go with. So, having said that, what type of judgment do you prefer? I'm gonna have to go with referendum. Because this ministry system, it's gonna be just as corrupt. Like, as Patrice said, how do you even decide on these people? Like, if one of their friends, for example, is on trial, are they going to take that into account? I don't think it can possibly work. I like the referendum. Gotcha. Now to law enforcement. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Dahlia advocates for amicable agreements supported by the arbitrage office. Compressor wants to exile as a punishment. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? Try to come up with a new solution. I have troubled feelings toward punishment as a method of enforcing the law. It keeps law and order through fear, but we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to do some magical studies? Not that, but hey, that might be an idea. What about community service? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members, or God forbid sending them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction. Tending other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the coven, helping the explorers. We could pull that off, yeah. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, definitely. Alright, what type of law enforcement do you prefer? I quite like community service. I do think my biggest issue with, like, law enforcement as it exists in our society is that we haven't decided if prison is supposed to be a punishment or a rehabilitation. I think there are certain crimes that should be punished, or basically where someone should be removed from society, right? Entirely, in my opinion. But for anything below that, it feels silly to punish someone. So let's use the witches as an example. To exile someone for 2,000 years and then expect them to come back and rehabilitate into their society without any hiccups, or not to feel some sort of resentment towards the society that did that to them. I think rehabilitation for most crimes is more important than punishment. Forbidden arts. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine and Capressa want to continue banning whatever they deem dangerous. Dahlia wants to give free access to any kind of magic, but to enforce education so we all know what we're dealing with. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? Ponder free access and education. It's a waste that our coven can't benefit from some of the most powerful arts, even if they're dangerous. Also, I do think banning things leads to people exploring them. It's sort of like, you know, how kids under the legal drinking age will almost always try alcohol. Because it's... And like illicit drugs and things as well. Like, I don't know. I think education is more valuable than straight out no. Maybe we shouldn't grant access instantly, but we could open them up gradually as we educate our members on the implications and responsibilities of each spell. It's a bit risky, but it'll make us way stronger in the long run. Maybe. I'm not too well versed on this topic, so I'll trust your judgment. How do you want to go about dealing with the forbidden arts? Try and come up with a new option. There must be some middle ground between banning and free access. Some summonings or spells can save lives. They could even protect us from major evils. There's much to achieve with the careful application of some of the forbidden arts, so what about extending permits? Make it so a witch can apply to have access to certain spells or rituals, and if the coven deems the applicant's purpose and aptitude appropriate, allow them to make use of them. That is an interesting compromise. You know more about forbidden arts than I do. Wow. Just because we summoned a behemoth, come on. So I'll go with whatever you think is better. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? I think the permit system is better. I think straight banning things leads to intrigue and curiosity about them and what they do. I think the permit system means that if you really wanted to explore these things, you could, and then the coven would still know who was likely to be accessing things like that. Now onto mortal affairs. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes cutting all ties. She believes that we shouldn't abuse our privilege over them and just let them be. Capressa wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. What's your stance on mortal affairs? Ponder cutting all ties. To be honest, I don't care much about mortals or Earth or whatever other society in this universe. And if you think about it, I believe most people would prefer to not have witches meddling with their lives. Yeah, maybe. On the other hand, we would forfeit many valuable resources. Mortals have been a great source of magic, power, and inspiration for our coven. However, cutting ties will also cut all the shady practices and wrongdoing some witches have been pushing on mortals. And to some extent, it'll let us focus on our own affairs instead of dealing with petty disputes over humans. What do you think? What's your stance? Try to come up with something new. What else could we do about our relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for our program, it should be something drastically different. Just some iteration of our rivals' ideas would feel quite uninspired or derivative. What about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals. Whoa, coming out strong. What's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be morally grey, since they don't know about us. What I propose here is a simple concept. Truth. It'll definitely stir some chaos at the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need. That is beautiful, but didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has a troubling relationship with witches. They burned us for sport. They burned poor innocent women. What can they really do about the real deal? It's like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. You're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things, but sure, we could make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. What's your stance on mortal affairs? Okay. Yeah, Zimisi, that's exactly where I'm at as well. This is really difficult. So I'm not going to go with guidance because I think it implies that we are better than mortals. I'm not going to go with exploitation, obviously. This is crazy. Like, I kind of see that, like, I think it's because I'm coming at it from a mortal standpoint where, like, my frame of reference is one human lifespan. Whereas Fortuna is coming at it from, like, thousands of years, possibly, like, millennia. So in that time frame, I think it could end up being a positive relationship. But initially, man, it's going to be chaotic. Otherwise, I like cutting ties with mortals. I think we're going to go with revealing our existence just to see what happens. Let's talk about witch duties. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, for believing that every witch will always have the Coven's best interests in mind. Dahlia wants to institute some sort of magical tax, have every witch share some of their magic output for common projects. Oppressor wants to keep Idana's quarterly controls. What are we going to do about witch duties? Okay, so I really like both freedom and trust and the magical tax. I do think the magical tax... I bet you'll never guess what I think about taxes. I do think the magical tax should be proportionally lower for witches with less magical output. Sorry, I just touched the microphone. I'm not used to it being there. I'm sorry. Should be proportionally lower for witches with lower magical output and proportionally higher for those with a lot, because so like 10% is 10% for everyone, but for someone who only has like random number 3 magical output, 10% of their 3 is like a lot for them, whereas if they had a ton, they could afford to give more without noticing. Freedom and trust I really like, but unfortunately, like, much as I love it, I do think it's a little naive. I think like this would be my like blue sky freedom and trust. Magical tax I'd like to make some adjustments to. Let's ponder them both. It may be interesting to adopt Dahlia's idea of magical tax. It doesn't require any specific actions to serve the Coven, and it's pretty fair since we'll be asking for a percentage of every witch's magical output, whatever form that takes. No one should be worried about failing controls. You can go about your existence however you want, provided you contribute to the Coven's magical reserve. It'll also open the door for us to attempt some ambitious projects, since that much energy from so many witches will be a tremendous asset to work with. It'll drag down personal development, though. Our sisters are used to having their full magical reserves to invest in their personal enterprises. So in the end, it's a matter of putting collectivism over individualism. Having said that, what are we going to do about witch duties? Let's ponder freedom and trust. The Coven's been pretty burdened for centuries now with Idana's abusive control. I don't know if complete freedom is a wise option, but it is an option that our sisters will welcome with open arms. Should it fail to work for whatever reason, we could always review it in the future. Unless we discover our community is extremely proactive and they pitch in voluntarily, it's certain we'll fall behind in other covens in just a few decades. But maybe it's not all about power and competition, and we could turn this into a more independent and laid-back association. In any case, my analysis is that this will weaken us in the long run. So what are we going to do about witch duties? Try to come up with a new option. There must be another way to make our coven stronger without abusing our members and without degrading the spirit of being a community. In all the years you've spent in this coven, what would you say has helped bring your A-game the most? Demand, inspiration, sharing resources? I know. Mentorship. My mentor, Eugenia, has been a cornerstone of my development as a witch. What do you say we institute a mentorship program? That's a great idea. Right now, one of the most pressing issues within our coven is the power gap between novices and elders. It'll help to tighten the relationship between different generations of witches, too. I like it. But this idea will be way better received among novices than elders. Old witches won't really be getting anything out of this deal, so it'll be a tough sell for the less charitable conservatives. A mentorship is something that will require a lot of time and work, so it'll get in the way of many of the elders' plans. You yourself will be forced to take on some apprentices. Think about what that will mean for your lifestyle. This one's also really difficult. I think I like the magical tax. It'll give us a lot of resources without like without being overly like hands-on with everyone. I think the mentorship program, like, I just can't help but think that like your experience as a witch would be entirely decided based on who you got as a mentor, and you could just get a really shit mentor and have just a terrible experience. Magical tax. What to do with Idana's corpse? These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants the coven to devour her corpse. That way we'll all absorb her magic and become considerably more powerful. Dahlia wants to scatter her remains and give them back to the cosmos. That way more witches will be able to ascend and we'll become more numerous and diverse. Oppressor wants to conserve Idana's corpse, to consult with her and keep using her as a channel to talk with the gods. What do you want to do with Idana's corpse? Try to come up with a new option. What if... No, that's too much. Spit it out. We're brainstorming here. A wild idea could lead to something interesting. What if only the leader gets to eat Idana all by herself? What if you hoard Idana's power all to yourself, you're saying? Yes, become some sort of super leader. If it becomes a tradition, whoever is in charge will become more and more powerful with each generation, inheriting all the power from their predecessors. Working towards a godlike figure who can safeguard the coven from any evil? That is dangerous. Not a lot of people will agree with this plan, but if you manage to pull it off, you'll become extremely fucking powerful. I don't want to imagine what that would imply for your powers. You will be able to rewrite reality itself if needed. I'll support you if that's what you want. What do you want to do with Idana's? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. We are going to scatter the remains. Maybe we should scatter Idana's remains. I mean, power for the sake of power is a bit pointless, and allowing more women to ascend and become witches seems the more humane thing to do. You're probably right. Opening the gates to potentially double our size will definitely stir some chaos in these times of change. But who cares? There's also power in numbers. Just bear in mind that advocating for scattering Idana's remains will earn us the sympathies of the novices and discomfort from the elders, and vice versa. Okay, let's go with scattering her remains. That's a wrap then. Let's review the program as a whole now. This program is unique enough. I believe we are offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? I'm happy with it. Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. You are going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. But most importantly, I'm going to need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. Yeah, okay, it's an ad break. I don't want to do a slogan, that's so tacky. Oh my god. I'm gonna say I'd rather do this, well, when people come back from the ad break, I'm gonna say I'd rather do this without slogans, but we're gonna have to. I'm so glad Patrice became a witch. I love her. We were right to write her history, or not her history, her future as a witch. She's perfect for it. Definitely cool character designs in this game. Yeah, everyone is very unique. Like, I do wish I could remember the names a bit better, particularly Dahlia and the garden one. Jasmine. I always forget their names or get them mixed up. But that's a me thing. The characters all completely like unique and beautiful. I also I love the idea. So I really don't like when you have ancient characters who are like millennia old or even hundreds of years old and they haven't like gone with a really strong aesthetic design choice for themselves, because like if you were alive for that long, like we already as humans develop like a super defined sense of style most of the time when we get older, and if you're alive for that long you would definitely like know exactly how you wanted to look. So I always appreciate when ancient characters have like picked out, like clearly mapped out a design for themselves that they want to go with. And Patrice, like you can tell that she looks exactly how she wants to look. I love that for her. This walking stick is so cool. Love the gold accents. Her hair looks sick. Oh, she got gold nails too. And rings. Cute. Actually, I think the least interesting character design, interestingly, is Fortuna. Okay, people are back from ads. Fantastic. I'd rather do this without slogans. Come on, don't try to play it cool. We need a slogan. It's not like other politicians use them to have fun. They really do work. Okay, whatever. Would you like to use what would you like to use as a slogan? Make our coven great again. Take fate into thy hands, stronger together, a real sisterhood, a very happy coven. Oh my god. Also, you're living for that long, you may get bored of a certain essay and want to change up for something new. That's also totally true, Misi, but I feel like whatever it was, it would be extreme. Because like you've had the chance to do all of the like basic stuff. Now it's time for you to like live your wildest fantasy, especially if you're like a immortal witch who can look however she wants to, right? Like you can be whoever you want to be. I like Stronger Together. I quite like Take Fate into Thy Own Hands because Patrice did say that our divination powers would be like very useful to our campaign. Stronger Together feels more catch-all, you know? Very simple, but it does the job. I don't know, it's what any coven should aspire to, isn't it? That's why we're in a coven to begin with. Yes, simple is good. The slogan is all about marketing and needs to sell the idea of a better future. Stronger and together are both quite desirable terms. Good choice. We're almost done. What else? Oh my god. I got so into Fortuna character that I like slammed my hand down in frustration and hit the escape key. We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes, and for that, we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. Do I get to make a poster? What for? It's not like there are any streets in space to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm here, to do all the nasty marketing you're too self-conscious to do. I just want all this to be over. A few weeks, a couple of months max, and this will be but a memory. You've done 200 years of exile. I'm sure you can endure this. You get to make a poster. Sadly, options for it are so limited. Okay. I won't get my hopes up too high. Okay, I give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose the poster yourself? Do I have a choice? Ha, not really. You're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices. Oh. Oh, I'm so cute. This is so silly. Yeah, this is very limited. Let's send that to the back. Oop, no, not this one. I want to be sparkling, obviously. Okay. Honestly, I think that's it. Oh. 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 Like that, maybe? I quite like that. More sparkles. Okay. Definitely. Definitely not as many options as the cards. Also, my webcam froze, so I just like have turned it off for now. Try and turn it back on. Hello? No, she's frozen. She's frozen on my concentrating face. That's no good. Let me... Just trying to fix that. It's no big deal if I can't. If you keep making that face, it'll get stuck that way. No! Oh no, it happened. It finally happened. Makes sense. My concentrating face is way too much. No, webcam is just like absolutely decided that no. So, you know what? That's fine. What we're gonna do. Oh no, I don't need the PNG tuber because we're the only people playing. I'm the only person playing. That's so strange though. That's never happened before. I'm just gonna try like re-adding it. No. She's just unhappy. She's an unhappy little webcam. How weird. Oh well, okay. Anyway, back to this. This is our sparkly poster. I'm not going to use the other colors because I feel like only these colors really go with the vibe that I'm giving off here. And these ones are skulls, and I don't think that's like what we're going for. What do you think? Pretty cool. You can never have too many stars on a political poster. That's exactly true. That's exactly right. Should I give it another try? No, it's good. I like it. It's powerful in a very unique way. If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. Oh wow, my essence stars. We should send this to a museum once the race is over. Just shut up. Great. We're ready to win this race. Finally. Honestly, I'm ready. I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you with a mean sister to make sure of it. Just my luck. Now, to the unavoidable question. Why don't you draw a card to make sure we win this thing? Why did we put this much work in then? For consistency. What does it matter if you become the next leader if you don't have a plan? You will have to actually run the coven, even if we get there through magical means. Right. Your second playthrough, you went for a power hungry and had your poster with her standing on a bed of skulls. And Patrice commented on how many skulls there were. I actually think, I really think I'm going to do a second playthrough of this. I don't know if I'll stream it or not, but I think the second playthrough, I'm going to do exactly that. So you may see I'm going to do like all the ruthless, brutal choices that I didn't make this time. Just because I want to know how different it can be. I'm really curious. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results to us. And once drawn, there's no going back. We could assure our victory, but we could also doom us and make all of our efforts futile. Right. Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, I'd say. But if you want to remove the anxiety from the competition by determining the outcome, I'm in. Oh. I kind of want to draw a card, but I think I'll do that on the next playthrough. So I'm going to say let's just do our best. Alright. We should at least look for opportunities during the race to use the deck on our rivals. They'll have to agree to ask something of the deck, though. I don't do divination without consent. That's where I draw the line. Huh, okay. I'll come up with some ways to seduce them into getting readings. Suit yourself. Chapter 6, Pandemonium. Please wait here. Eumenia will be here in a minute. Oh, this is when we became a witch. Oh, cute. Oh, CBC says interesting choice. What is this? Am I dead? Huh, no, don't worry. You're not dead at all. I shouldn't say a lot more, though. Why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you're extremely lucky. Eumenia is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. A what? Come again? Oops, I've said too much, but everything's going to be all right. I must go. Just get comfortable. But bye. Ooh, I wanna snoop. I'm gonna go stand by the fire. Oh, so warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent a night for a nice getaway with these fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? Just get comfortable. My clothes are still wet. And how did this much sand get under my swimsuit? Oh, that's so real. Shit, I still have the keys to the food truck on me. I hope Eva and Patrice managed to get back home okay. What am I missing? Ah. I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? This place makes me want to read tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelt before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too. Lighter. I feel like my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk and a fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling, it isn't fear, it's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go home. Eugenia! Oh, she's beautiful. Ha, I love you already. What? Relax. I'm here to look after you. Oh, I love her. You were from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Dear. Ha, very observant. My kin are what human witches call deer folk. Oh, and you are a human witch, by the way. Is this actually happening? Yes. Congratulations. You ascended. Please don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. Oh, look how cute. Oh, I really like seeing the, third person version. Everything is set to go. Election day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. We have everything we need, so let's get to work. The most critical point is, what do we do with this massive behemoth? Yeah, that. What do we do with your sister's savior? What could we possibly do with the help of an almighty being older than time who's able to grant wishes? Can you make everyone vote for us? Yes. What are you willing to pay in exchange? Can't you grant wishes without a price? Aren't you and Fortuna friends at this point? Yeah, I love Fortuna, but the cosmic wheel needs its offering in order for my magic to work. What can a behemoth do for free? I could disguise myself as a familiar and deliver messages. I can harvest energy. I can spread rumors. Interesting. And I think that's about it, if we don't want to draw too much attention to my powers. It's already more than I expected, so great. Happy to surpass your expectations, oh dominant sister. Damn, okay, I'm the sub-sister. Which grimoire of clowns did you find this one in, Fortuna? Ha 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 ha. Let's check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this. We can tap into the mind of the coven with the Dream Ball. The Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings of our community's desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote intention. This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the coven's sympathies, and that will be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. I added some men's runes to filter vote intention by demographic. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. You not only need their votes, but also you also plan on becoming their leader, so you'd better take responsibility and do some studying. Luckily for you, as a detective, I spent enough time dealing with each faction myself. I'm lending you my field notes so you can familiarize yourself with the different communities of this coven. I took the liberty of placing it all in your library for when you have the time to go. So when you have the time to go and do some studying. Whoa, thank you so much. I got you. Now, how are we going to operate? Oh, about how we're going to operate. Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much out there by yourself, being exiled and all, but we will act as your will outside this room. Just let us know what you want us to do and we'll set out to do so. It could be promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, harvesting some energy for your deck. Bear in mind, these tasks will take between 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. Understood. But wait, what do I do while you're all out? Do your homework. Do some studying, make some cards, or jerk off to relieve the pressure. Patrice! What? It works, trust me. Boy, so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some of the prospective allies or even rivals here in this office, so don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Everyone ready? Any doubts? Oh, I thought that I could click on this. Oops. Well, rather than conquer, let's have our sisters put their trust in us. Yes, of course. It was a figure of speech. Okay, we can never be too safe with you. Haha. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got something for you, Fortuna. Earth energy. One of my clients offered me this as payment after getting them out of quite a salacious predicament. I never found the opportunity to use it, but I feel like fate had me save it for you. Here. The root of aplomb. Swallow it and it'll increase your powers of persuasion. Oh, wow, thank you, Patrice. It'll live in your stomach for decades, liberating the very essence of willpower atom by atom. It'll also siphon away your self-doubt. It'll be especially handy for debates against other candidates, or for striking deals when dealing with visits here at home. That's just perfect, thank you so much. I got you covered. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. Alright, task. Okay. So the full coven. Dali is winning. That's nice to see. Oracles. Oh boy. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we might want to. I feel like we're gonna have to concede the warriors. So there's more academics. There's a lot of academics, a lot of producers. Okay. I think maybe we just start with promoting the program. Oh yeah, great. Okay. So there was the most academics. And then Abrama. Look for allies and opportunities. Whoa, so pretty. Witch Fortuna, I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I am interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift our coven is about to experience. Kind regards, Capressa, the historian witch. Let's quickly go. I want to read the things that... Oh no, this is just that. Didn't mean to do that. No. Oh gosh, the time is making me so nervous. Demographics analysis. Let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographic, novices. The freshly ascended, witches in training that still haven't found their calling. Though bear in mind how time works in this immortal society. Some novices find their place in the first few years, but some others may take decades. You don't need the approval of anyone to stop being a novice and join the ranks of the producers, academics, or explorers. On the other hand, warriors require tests first, and to become an oracle, as you're well aware, another oracle needs to dream about you. Strategy guide. The novices are usually pushed around by the rest of the witches, so they welcome any initiative that increases their rights and opportunities. Study. Oh no. I already read this. I thought study meant study, like study the demographics, but let's read. Demographic academics. Witches so absorbed with the mysteries of this cosmos that they rarely do anything beyond studying it. They are one of the most, if not the most, prestigious demographics, since they are constantly furthering our craft and talents. Although you don't necessarily need to be old to be wise, academics are the oldest demographic on average. You can count them as the biggest elder representation in this race. In fact, Capressa is one of them, so she may have a slight advantage on this front. Strategy guide. Academics like quiet, control, respect, protocol. They're pretty well off, so they'll welcome anything that maintains the status quo. Demographic. Producers. These witches have a penchant for milking the cosmos. Be it gardening, mining, sewing, or distilling dark matter, you name it. They pride themselves on providing. Without them, we'd all lose many comforts, to be honest. Producers and academics have an almost symbiotic relationship. Producers fund academics' endless research, and in exchange, they reap the latest techniques for furthering the exploration of this universe. Jasmine is one of them, so she'll have the upper hand with this demographic. Strategy guide. Producers have historically felt underappreciated and overworked. Fair enough. To cater to them, increase their quality of life and relevance. What to do? Demographic. Warriors. Hunters, guardians, soldiers, specialize in all kinds of combat and cosmic warfare. They keep us safe, provide rare materials from demons and other dangerous beings, and they also craft weapons. It's the hardest group to belong to, and it's a very demanding occupation. We barely count a dozen in our coven. Dahlia is one of them, and I'm sure she'll have their undying support no matter what. Strategy guide. Warriors are extremely loyal, so unless something exceptional happens, they're going to be undone. What did I say? I said I think we shouldn't even bother with the warriors. That makes perfect sense. Demographic. Explorers. These witches continuously chart the cosmos. Explorers scout new locations, discover new sources of energy and materials, and keep us informed of the latest events around every galaxy. They're usually too busy to mess with politics, so anything goes for them as long as it doesn't hinder their endeavors. Strategy guide. They're pretty easy. Throw them a bone here and there and they'll support us. Although the same goes for the other parties too. I think there's one more demographic. Oracles. I shouldn't have to tell you about the oracles since they're your lot. They also happen to be the most reclusive of all witches, so you're not really a community per se. Oracles are the least abundant faction in our coven, since one can't choose to be an oracle. The only way in is for the cosmos to choose for you to become one. Oracles, with their premonitions and hunches, usually play a supportive role, counseling any witch who's at a crossroads. In reality, what you are is the Sisterhood's therapists. Strategy guide. This demographic is unpredictable. I don't know if it's worth... Oops, I clicked. Although, if you do, I bet that you could sway them easily just out of sympathy. Okay. Now... Actually, I can probably make a card. Yeah, I can make a card. Let's just do like a quick vibes. Quick vibes. Okay. Vibes. Quick vibes. Ooh. Can I even do this? Will I have enough energy later on? It's time. It's time to make little guy. Little guy. Okay. I'm gonna spend so much time on this, I'm just gonna run out of, like, time to campaign. Okay, little guy. Don't think I want the motorbike. I think I just want... Conveniently, you kind of do look like you're holding a bow. Inconveniently, I can't make the string, like, actually look right. But what if we do, like, you down here firing an arrow? Maybe, hang on. Firing an arrow, like, towards the sun? You need some legs as well. Let's give you some legs. Actually, do you need legs? We could make you some legs without legs. Little guy. Little guy. Little guy with a little hat. Extremely cute. Oh, it hides the ears though. That's not fun. Let's make you like a little smoky, like a genie tail, I'm thinking. I do wish there was separate controls for... Yeah. I totally agree, Zimisi. I feel like that's kind of cool. Like a little ghostly guy. But I think we want it maybe... Yeah, like that. Is this a little... I can't tell how this is supposed to go, so I'm going to ignore it. But I do want like a little... Yeah, the resize and rotate button being the same is a little janky. Like right now. Cannot tell what I'm doing at all. There we go. Cute. This is okay. Kind of want a little tail, but I don't think that's what that's supposed to be. Oh, you could be holding a little flask as well. Ready for battle. I'm just a little guy. And then I'd like a trail of like venom or whatever on the arrow. Like this. Oh, maybe if I put that behind. Yeah? I've been wanting to use little guy for ages, but I feel like he was harder to use than I anticipated. I feel like this is meant to be like a face covering, but I cannot for the life of me figure out. Oh yeah? Then what's this bit? Oh, who knows? That looks really silly. Yeah? Little guy? Oh, it's an ad break. Oh my gosh, I didn't even look. I was so I was so into the cards. A little decoration for the ear. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. Yeah. Oh, actually, I think I need to delete this. Because in theory, they've just like released the bowstring, right? And then, so they can't have anything in this hand. Yeah. I think that's it. Ad break is ending, as is my card making session. So finish. And let's see what we've got. Little guy, cosmic sniper. Oh. The energy of the star is fierce. The coyote seeks a rival, thrives on conflict. The gunslinger is an avatar of resilience and exploration. A dark matter arrow can't be touched but will be heard. Deception, the unknown, guide, discovery, rivalry, tragedy, leadership, and purpose. Oh, little guy. I love it. Okay. Let's invite the historian witch. Invite. Oh, she's just petals. Oh, she has her own theme tune. Oh my gosh, she's lovely. I love her. Hello. I am Capressa. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I'm Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. That's so kind of you. I am sorry that you had to come all the way here. There are still 800 years of exile left in that sentence Idana cast over me. I am well aware. Idana often confided in me. The fear you inspired in her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh, wow, I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check? To form my own judgment. I promise I carry the best of intentions. There's a certain aura around you that tells me I can trust you. Plants, we're more sensitive to this kind of energy. Now I see that Idana's fear was unfounded, a product of her decaying mind. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the race. Why? You are too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. That's what made Idana such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods, and was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia, and Jasmine, you have an uncountable number of human flaws. Fear, pride, envy, greed. Even what you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy, or even the most basic things such as the need for comfort or enjoyment, cloud your judgment. Flaws, flaws, flaws. But without feelings, can you truly care for your peers? There are many beings in this universe that are better suited for leadership than your kind precisely because of the lack of human feelings. Have you ever stopped to study the flora? Most witches are too fauna-centric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my entelechy is that of growth and community. I lack individuality. I'm just a part of a forest. We, the plants, grow, expand, and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living beings to prosper. That basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built on top of sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You are devourers of worlds, and we, the plants, are their healers. I'm going to take care of you, no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What's the most important quality in a leader? Intelligence, selflessness, empathy, charisma, or integrity? It has to be either empathy or integrity, and I think it's probably integrity. Integrity. Oh, I know what you mean, but in all the millennia I've been around, I've found it can be quite the idealistic concept. What is integrity? Is it to have strong moral values? But how are those values defined to begin with? Does integrity respond to the values of the community or those of the individual? What happens when those values conflict with someone else's? I have seen integrity redefined over and over again, both inside and outside this coven. There is one other quality that's always immutable and true, though. Selflessness. That's the most important trait in a leader. To put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. All those emotions we talked about before, they're what makes it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship, the list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not of selfless existences. A leader deprived of all that is just a... And what's the problem with that? A leader needs drive, a vision. They need to take risks. And gamble with the future of a whole community? Yes. You put your trust in a leader because you believe in the change they propose. Otherwise, you're just appointing an administrator. And what's wrong with having a fair administrator? Stagnation. Unlike plants, we consider movement to be a symptom of life. I see. So that's what you and your sisters value over stability. I'm afraid human-born witches are like that, yes. Thank you. You've helped me to understand our coven better. Listen, Capressa. Would you like me to read your fortune? Would you do that for an opponent? Of course. My priority is to help the coven. Very well. Let's see what fortune has in store for me. Tell me what it is you wish to ask the cards. There is only one thing on my mind, something really dear to me. Will I be able to safeguard Idana's legacy? At the expense of some of her sisters, but sure. Please don't poison the reading with your resentment. That's improper of an oracle. You're right. I will focus on your honest will. Think about Idana while I shuffle my deck. The adventure tale, meanings guide, discovery, justice, predestination, and luck. The coven will idolize Idana and her sacrifice. Most will follow her philosophy, even if it's not the official rule. It's gotta be this one. Must be. The coven will respect Idana's contributions, but as time passes, it'll inevitably progress towards new ideas. I knew this endeavor was meaningless from the moment I set out to do it. It doesn't matter how hard we try, nothing lasts forever. I know. I guess that raising respect for Idana's legacy is still a worthy objective. I'll try to keep it alive for as long as I can. I am not forever either, after all. Hope my cards have helped you in some way. Yes, they opened my eyes to an obvious truth. That's the most valuable gift an oracle can offer. Thank you for allowing me to peek into the future, Fortuna. And thanks for having me at your home. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you too. Oh, I really like her, even though she's like crusty old witch. I love her. Oh gosh, we just lost 2 days. God damn. Hello, Abrama? Oh, I think I have to like send him away. I found someone interesting. I subtly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Rangimarie. Oh my gosh. I was going to say Māori, but possibly Polynesian. I'm not sure if Rangimarie is a word in other Polynesian languages too. That's so exciting. The cosmic poet. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. She's not from the coven, but you've probably heard of her. Rangimarie is all the rage throughout the witching universe, especially among the youngest witches. Her words, especially her poems and songs, have a lot of impact on witch culture. As our universe's biggest influencer, Rangimarie will definitely play a major role in shaping witch culture in the centuries to come. I've heard she already sympathizes with our cause, so if we could get her to speak up, we could sweep a lot of votes. Hell yeah. I'd like you to... I think I still want him to be looking understood. I'll comb the cosmos and see what I can find. Okay. Gonna go make another card while we wait. Just waiting for Rangimarie to come visit now. That's so cool. Zimisi, I'd never heard that name before. So cool to know. So yes. Yeah. It's really awesome. I never expect to see, you know, oceanic cultures represented in games, and that is, it's just really cool to see. It always takes me by surprise. I also like, oh, this is like a little bit of a story time, but let's go for it anyway. I lived in Japan for quite a long time, quite a few years. And I'll never forget, I was on the plane home. I think I was visiting for Christmas. And Moana had just come out, and I thought, oh, I'll watch it on the plane. Like, it's a Disney movie. What can I do? And I like bawled the entire time because it just made me think so much about home. And it was like, I'm not even Māori, obviously. I'm just a Pākehā, Pākehā Kiwi. But like, it was just so like unexpectedly moving to see Māori and Polynesian cultures depicted so lovingly. Because, you know, I've seen them before, but it's not often that you see such a positive representation. So yeah, it's always really nice to see. It means a lot. Okay. So we have the most of air and water. We probably need to... Yeah, we don't actually have like that much to work with here. We might be able to make something. Let's try. Do we have enough for any of these? Oh, we do. Done. Oh gosh, this is going to be hard to make look good. I think we're pretty clearly going to be using the stage. Ooh. Oh my gosh, if I can't center this, I will cry. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. What else can we use? Maybe just one side of the stage. Like this. And then our little mouse guy is going to be a performer. Beautiful. Not holding a flag. Oh, but this is like, right, I see. This is... Maybe he's holding the swordfish. I think that's kind of cute. Chuck that down there. He can be holding the swordfish. Oh, it looks... I wish you could... Like, I know that this is, like, quite complex, but... Actually, no, they could just have another arm piece. Like, this arm. So then I could put it over the top. Because, like, otherwise... It's a little... We'll do it like that. And then... Oh, I know. Bottle on this one. Full cup on this one. Mostly empty cup on this one. Yeah. Sure. Beautiful. Designers clearly were not neurospicy. You know, I suspect this game was made by many neurospicy people, but I totally, yeah, the like, I'm about to like just dox myself. The autistic need in me to like make the layers all correct is, it's so painful that I can't do it. Okay, justice, communication, peace, leadership, purpose. The chambers of the opera house make all meanings resonate through every context. And grand display of leadership. The cloth speaks of courage. The swordfish liqueur runs with truth. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's go. This is the arbiter, I think. The inability to center things. Oh, yeah. I simply cannot use that part of the background. Like, it's not possible. Ooh! Peppermancer! My dear mentor Fortuna, is it okay to visit, or are you too busy with the political campaign? I'm getting the hang of my powers now. Maybe there's a way for me to help you? Hugs, Cassia the Peppermancer. Yes! Oh my gosh, and she flies with fire. I love her. Looking gorgeous. Hello. Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Very good, very good. Yeah? Yes, way better than I expected, to be honest. It took me a while to realize I wasn't dreaming, but once I connected with what magic is and how I can interact with the cosmos, I feel unstoppable. I've never felt this alive. Oh my god, look at all the chili peppers changed to potions on her hat. I love it. I'm so happy for you. It's thanks to you that I got this far this quick. What you read in the cards for me, it profoundly affected me. Your words have been fueling my passion for the cosmic arts. So much that I've had praise from the whole coven, including the elders. They say they've never seen someone as promising as me in the whole history of the coven. Oh wow, that's big! Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much. I could never repay what you've done for me. Actually, about that, I'd like to join your party. Please? I'll do anything, grabbing cosmic coffee or whatever the equivalent is in this case. I just want to help in any way I can. Oh, that's so nice of you. So, will you have me on board? We'd be thrilled. Absolutely. Immediately, yes. Of course, we'd be thrilled to have you. Yes, thank you so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. I'm going to do my best and then some. That's a good attitude. You're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and I'll come up with something for you to help us with. Understood. Oh my gosh, so cool. Okay, so everyone's back, so we'll send them out again and then we'll deal with these visitors. Jasmine organised a meet-up in her garden to get to know all the novices better. I don't know what transpired at that little tea party, but many of them want to support Jasmine now. Oh, God, no. Let's be careful. Okay. I had a long chat with some academics. I believe it went pretty well. Some parts of our program were a tough sell, but I got them to see the potential of our proposal. They were especially interested in the permit system for the forbidden arts. It makes them feel safe to know that no novice could misuse dangerous magic, but they like that it allows them to make good use of the most powerful spells. Good work. I'd like you to Oh, can I? Oops, never mind. I just wanted to check this. So, oh my god, Jasmine really got the novices. That's crazy. Okay, so warriors we're going to ignore. I think we can get some novices on side. I think maybe the lovely Cassia promote our program novices, because she's a novice. I'll go and spread the good word, absolutely. And then I think I want to get her down with the novices and maybe with the producers. Because we already got some more academics on side. Maybe let's do the quorum of the eldest witches. I do think that's her worst her worst part. Okay, let's cross this out. Yeah. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope refracting every possible path, and you are the roadkeeper. Love, Rangimarie, cosmic poet. Oh, she looks so cool. Oh my god, her fingers are like dripping sparkles. Ah, what a nice home. Did you like the cosmic poem I sent you? Yes, thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. Let it sink in. It'll grow on you. Nice. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Shh, let it sink in. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope. It's still sinking. Refracting every possible path. Pay attention. Well, oh, yes, very good. I feel it. Very deep. Powerful, huh? Look, I don't want to be rude. I'd normally enjoy this. Oh, this is me, oops. Like, I don't want to be rude. I'd normally enjoy this kind of weird game, but we're a bit swamped at the moment with the coming elections. So what can I do for you? I want to support your cause. Oh, okay. You're not from our coven though, right? Why did you decide to support us? I like your team. I'd like for you to be in power. Thank you. What is it you find interesting about our program? The vibe. I mean, my vibe is impeccable, so it does make sense. I see. And what were you thinking in terms of support? I agree. This is a little suspicious, but I like her and I'm going to support her no matter what. Why a cosmic poem, of course. Oh, I heard they're all the rage among the younger witches, right? Yes. And soon among every witch, once I managed to break through their sour skepticism. Cosmic poetry is not just about the words. They're thought-birthing spells, but they can only penetrate welcoming minds. Oh, okay, so that's why it wasn't doing anything for me, I guess. Unlike traditional art, they need your consent to make an impact. It's the most ethical form of creation. Okay, interesting concept. And you're saying that you'd like to compose a cosmic poem to boost our campaign? That's it. I would only require 5 units of every element. Oh my god. Oh, so you're looking for work? Oh, no, not at all. The thing is, as I said, cosmic poems are actually spells, so they need magic to be crafted. I'm only requiring you to cover the cost of the enchantment. I won't be making any profit. Oh, I want to support her. Why not use your own magic? I mean, if you really believe in our cause and want us to succeed, you can help without requiring any payment, right? Again, it's not payment, it's just the magic required for the poem to come into existence. I understand that part, but it'd be better if you use your own magic, because otherwise we're basically hiring an influencer to affect vote intention. But even if that was the case, what's so wrong about an endorsement deal with a cosmic celebrity? It just feels wrong. I don't want to do it. I think this, but this is just simply not true, so it feels a little naive. Oh, okay. I won't push it. I'm sorry if I upset you in any way. We can try and make some poems for fun when this is all over, right? Okay, that sounds good. Thanks for making some time for me in any case. I'm still rooting for you. Thank you. Oof. Also, that whole you've used up all your magic. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could probably have like, I imagine I could have told her to come back later. Okay, let's send out Abramar again. Found someone interesting. I subtly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is One, Witch of Entropy and Decay. Like you and Idana, she's one of the Oracle Witches of Heaven. She's able to read the entropy in any system, no matter whether it's a machine, a community, a building, an astral body, or even an idea. Basically, One can discern what actions will accelerate or prevent the decay of just about anything. Maybe she can help us find a weak spot in our opponent's strategies. Yeah, great, cool. Yeah, let's harvest energy. Thanks. Because I suspect that's not the last time we'll be asked to pay for something. Oh, what a cutie! Oh my gosh! Fortuna, how come you didn't let your mentor know that you're allowed to receive visits now? Is everything alright? I don't want to be a bother, but I would like to visit you and see how you're doing after 2 centuries of exile. Looking forward to seeing you again. Eugenia. Eugenia, you're so cool. I love you. Hello, Fortuna. I'm so happy to see you. Look at you. You've grown a lot. I sense earth energy flowing out from you. I was worried exile would have consumed you, but you not only overcame this unfair punishment, but you came out of it full of power. I'm happy to see you too, Master. Oh my god, reading in the wrong voice. So I guess that after all these years, I must have 2 centuries worth of pent-up lecture coming my way, right? Come again? Why would you? It's terrible enough that you had to spend all this time in exile. I should be the one listening to you today. I'm eager to hear the insights of an oracle who survived 200 years of isolation. Oh, I wasn't ready for this. Amazing character designs, yeah. This is incredible. Like, no notes. I totally thought you'd be ashamed or angry. In the beginning, maybe, but I'm not the same witch you knew hundreds of years ago. I guess none of those you knew actually exist anymore as you remembered them. That's a sad thought, but yeah, I feel a bit alien even among my closest friends. Losing you has changed us all. Being cut off from my dear pupil so abruptly, it made me question my identity and my purpose. Master, today I'm here to listen to you. Tell me all about exile. I don't think I'll ever fully heal from this. It's been too much, Master. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to live through. No one to talk to. Eventually I started to hallucinate. I tried to escape my mind through fiction, substances, even pain. But no matter the stimulus, when in isolation you grow numb to it all. Memory becomes a mirage, not a single landmark in time to allow you to differentiate one day from another. It's been endless, and at the same time I can barely remember it. This feels like COVID lockdown. The only thing remaining is this damage that I need to figure out how to outlive. Oh, Fortuna, I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing this with me. I am here for you, and I'm going to help you find your peace, okay? Thank you. And what about the behemoth you summoned? Fortuna, it was me who taught you the forbidden song. Of course I was going to notice. I'm sorry, I was desperate. I know. Don't worry. You did nothing wrong. I taught you that spell for a reason. It would be twisted to teach you something that you weren't meant to use. You knew that I'd eventually... Oh my god, I keep doing this. It's because their name colors are really similar. You knew that I'd eventually summon a behemoth? I wanted you to have the option. The option to break the magical pact? Yes. You see, laws are just an agreement between members of a community to have some broad guidelines about what is correct and what is not. But hardly any law survives every context. Plus, to be frank, most of us are shoved into a system of rules we haven't previously agreed upon. I hear you. In this case, it saved my life. I knew that this day would come, that the moment you used the forbidden song, you would become a fully fledged witch. You are no longer my apprentice, and I am no longer your master. Oh, that makes me feel kind of sad. Me too. But now we can relax and become something better than mentor and mentee. Now we can be friends, and I can rely on you. We can rely on each other. It's gonna be weird to treat you like I treat my friends. I'm starting to regret this. Fortuna, I am proud of you. You're gonna make me cry. Who would have thought that praise is what would finally break through your armor? Whatever, it's been a difficult couple of centuries. I know, my friend. I know. By the way, speaking of surprises, what's this about you getting into politics? I want to help create a better universe. Oh, that's so unlike you. Hey, what does that mean? Sorry. I mean, this is good, I think. You've always been so self-centered. I never expected that 200 years alone with yourself would change that. I guess I finally got sick of myself. I'm sure it'll pass. Can I help in any way? Would you try to inspire the novices for us? Absolutely. It'll be my pleasure. Thank you so much. Now, I can't wait anymore. Legend is spreading fast within the coven. I want to see your new deck, please. No, I want to experience it. Okay, but first I should warn you about its true nature. Okay, I've got an ad break in 12 seconds. Oh, and what may that be? Idana's corpse visited me not long ago and explained why she sent me to exile. She realized it way before any of us, that what I do is not fortune-telling. Okay, we got an ad break. I'm not going to do anything during that time, but I am going to see if I can fix this webcam thing. It's so weird. Both of the webcams just like randomly disconnected. Oh, Uenia's music is so peaceful. I like it a lot. No, I think I'm gonna need to like unplug it and replug it in. So weird. My headphones screwed up today as well and had to restart the PC to get them working again. Neither of those things have like ever happened before. So silly. Oh well. Something to worry about for next stream, but for now, we're fine. Look how beautiful Uenia is. Oh. The decorated horns and the big long, like, fur eyelashes. Beautiful, like, kimono thing. Oh. Love. And then I think this is the Arbiter's owl, or whatever. No, it was a falcon, wasn't it? I'm a little nervous about what they have to say. Also, still this timer is making me crazy. I thought I could relax in this game. No timers. Alrighty, ad break is ended. I'm not reading into the unknown, I'm writing it. I can modify not only the future, but everything that didn't happen in the past. I can basically alter reality. Idana's always been quite perceptive. I'm ashamed that I didn't notice it before, being closest to you and your magical development. I could have guided you better, should we have known about this earlier. You taught me perfectly. Plus, I was happier before learning what my powers actually entail. Oh, so your prediction about the fall of the Coven. Yes, I doomed us all. I see. I guess that's in part why I got into politics, in hopes there's a way to minimize the damage. Knowing that, do you still want to subject yourself to my new deck? Yes. Oh, it's my responsibility. I brought you up. Just be mindful about what you ask. I do interpret the cards, but I don't control what card I'll draw. Very well. Okay, deep breaths. What future do you want to alter? Not the future, If I understood you properly, we can work with everything that didn't happen, right? Oh, right. I can't erase anything, but I can sew in new realities, especially around times when our collective memories are fuzzy, times in which nothing of worth seemed to happen. I understand. Then I want you to write us a happy memory and an important lesson. Oh, that's unexpected. What's this about? Regret? Disappointment? I did so much thinking when Idana took you away from me, and I feel I should have been less strict and put more time into enjoying ourselves. Now you're telling me you have the power to fix that, so let's see if you can turn me into a better mentor, even retroactively. Wow, okay. Focus on your pride and your compassion while I shuffle my deck. Prosperity, guardian ego, mercy, wellness, support, success, communication, and peace. This feels like a lesson. You taught me to create a magical stash that would slowly grow during my penance, so I would have a meaty magical reserve ready for when I come back. You taught me oneiromancy to harvest magic from my own dreams. Oh. I mean, like, this is obviously, like, just a freebie, but I think I like this one better. You taught me oneiromancy to harvest magic from my own dreams. Oh, yes, I remember. Those were fun days. In the beginning, you were having trouble becoming lucid within a dream. The moment you realized you were dreaming, you always panicked and woke up. Oh, whoa, I don't remember it being as fun, though. I was so frustrated by it all, but the moment I mastered it, I immediately dreamwalked to your mind and gave you a big ol' scare. That wasn't the fun part. Who would have thought you would be so afraid of beetles? I'm telling you, stag beetles aren't natural. I haven't been able to prove it yet, but they are of demonic origin. Anyway, have you been harvesting any energy from your dreams lately? Scarcely, not since they lifted the ban on visitation, at least. Oh, this is interesting. We just altered the past, but anything that's been observed cannot be affected, so that's why I haven't been using the spell. The cards keep the universe coherent, so I guess I can stop worrying about any kind of butterfly effect destroying the present as we know it. That makes sense. Oh, I already forgot that you just wrote this into our past. It feels so real. Because it happened. This isn't an illusion. We lived through that day. Extraordinary. This is very interesting indeed. I will try it as soon as I go to sleep next, though. It's getting close to election day, so it's good to know that I'm going to be productive even in my dreams. I'm so happy to see my lessons are going to be helpful. Isn't the merit kind of mine, though, since I just wrote that you taught me this? Maybe. It doesn't feel like it, though, and that's what counts. I guess. Justice, judgment, test, temptation, rejection, bad omen. Oh boy. Your ears went wild the first time I baked you. Do you remember that winter in your cabin we built a snow golem and how I cried when he melted away? I like this one. I remember how your ears went wild the first time I baked you a margarita pizza. That's fair if you hadn't tried that before. Ooh. My ears? Yeah, it was during the first months of my training. I was getting used to my ascension and I wanted to do something to thank you for taking me in. I asked you if you like pizza and you were like, what's a pizza? Exactly. I couldn't believe that in all of your years of immortal existence you hadn't heard about pizza at all. Well, it's not like you had any knowledge of dear folk gastronomy. I know, but by that time I couldn't process existence without pizza. So I went and made you one. The simplest. As I remember it, my mouth is beginning to water again. And when you put the first slice in your mouth, your ears went wide open, your eyes went wide open and your ears started going up and down uncontrollably. Now I need pizza. Been centuries since I had one. Next time I visit you, get ready to make some pizza, Fortuna. Sure, it's a promise. This is so strange. I know you just wrote that with your cards, but I remember it so vividly. So many details. The smells, the temperature, so many sensations. Yeah, me too. It's uncanny. I immediately embraced this new reality. It's not an illusion, after all, we really lived through that. It actually happened. This is incredible. Thank you for creating such a valuable memory for us. Anyway, what do you think about my true talents? I understand why Idana was scared enough to deprive you of your old deck, but I'm not scared at all, because I know you. Idana didn't. She made a grave mistake. If Idana had told you the truth, You would have treated your newfound power with care, I have no doubt about it. But sentencing you to a millennium of exile? That's dangerous. You could have gone insane. And I don't even want to think about what a mad witch with the power to alter reality. I'm so glad I taught you the song to summon Abrama. Wait, you know Abrama? Not personally, but my mentor did. She taught me the forbidden song and told many tales about Abrama. But I never got to use the spell myself. Ooh, is this the first witch, maybe? Wait, tell me more about your mentor and Abrama. My mentor was a Sumerian witch, master of shapeshifting. She was one of the founders of our coven. Apparently they had to dispel Abrama because one of the sisters made a pact that endangered the fabric of time itself. My mentor rarely talked about the incident because it brought her sour memories that tainted her transformations, but they had to erase their sister out of existence. And chained Abrama back into the forbidden song. I know Abrama isn't happy about that. I'm sure, and my mentor felt quite sorry for everything, but what could they do? The price was too high. In any case, my mentor spoke fondly about their time with Abrama. I'm kind of sad I never got to summon him myself. How are you liking him? I like him very much. I owe him my life. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you found such a good ally. It's rare to hear you talk so fondly about anybody. I guess that extra-dimensional beings are my weak spot. Listen, I want you to have something. I believe my dominion may prove a very powerful sphere for your creations. The 4 elements converge there after all. Oh, cute. Thank you. This is going to come in handy, all right? Plus, it's very nice to have a card that represents the place I grew as a witch. Oh, Fortuna. Thank you, Eugenia. Okay, tea time is over. Now you focus on the campaign. Change the world, my child. Yes, come back soon. Oh my gosh, you have so many visitors. Oh wait, no, you're Patrice. Dahlia has been selling her free access policy regarding the forbidden arts to the academics, and they're buying it. We better be careful about this. Fantastic news. Eugenia has been meeting with the novices. Wow, that was quick work. Counseling them in times of change. She vouched for you, and the novices respect her so much that they're all eager to support us now. Thank your mentor for me. I'm back. Great move attacking the quorum of the eldest idea. We took voters from both Jasmine and Capressa. We especially picked up support from novices, explorers, and warriors. Hang on. Let me have a look at what we've got. So full coven, we're winning. Producers. Promote our program. Reduces. Oh my gosh, so many visitors. Well, we've left this person waiting. Dear Fortuna, I need to bring you up to date regarding an active conflict that may affect the current elections. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. We've left her waiting for quite a while, but I'm really curious about this one. Hello again, Fortuna. Thank you so much for coming. What's this about an active conflict? Should we be worried? Well, there's an internal war going on within the coven of the Jade Sculptors. The conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. So the arbitrage office had to intervene to minimize casualties and, above all, keep it contained and make sure no other coven takes part in the conflict. I see. First and foremost, we want to ask every coven to refrain from engaging in combat no matter what the sculptors offer. Should you wish to offer assistance, keep it humanitarian. In fact, there's someone I would like to send your way. Your counsel have been very valuable to me, and by extension to the arbitrage office. Maybe you'll be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptors to save their skin. We need to bring about some order into this chaos. Very well, I'll talk with my team and see what we can do. Depending on how you handle it, it may be an opportunity. Thank you so much. Oh no, thank you. You'll be contributing to the restoration of peace. I'm giving notice to the office. They will tell Zira, the representative of the refugees, to make contact with you. Okay, I can't promise anything though. You meet with her, no strings attached, and decide if there's something that your party can do to help. That I can do. Very well, that'll be all. Something to confess? No way. Protocol. Okay, as always, thank you for your time. And thank you for coming. Bye. Oh my god. Oh, wait, no, okay, it's just okay. I keep thinking these are people visiting me who want to talk. It was so exciting to have a meeting with all my newbie sisters. I talked to them about how amazing you are and how you helped me and insisted that we must vote for your party. I feel it worked really well. They could sense my genuine enthusiasm. It did work really well. I'd like you to... Let me check. What do we want to do? We need to challenge Dahlia. I don't know. I think Dahlia's program is very appealing to the academics, so I think instead we're going to promote our program to the academics. Abrama. Oh my gosh, thank you. Look for allies. Ooh, these are two. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Who's this? Oh, welcome. I'm gonna speak like an owl because she's an owl. I'm not very good. It kind of sounds like a pigeon. Wait, I don't understand you. Maybe there's a way for us to connect? Bear with me a second. I can't understand what you're saying, but I have the feeling that you do understand me, right? I hope that's a yes. Anyway, if you're okay with it, I can use my cards to explore what shape a collaboration between us could take. Is that a yes? It doesn't sound like a yes. Yes. Okay, here we go. I'm going to draw a single card to explore the options our relationship offers. Keep in mind what you came here to do and see if I can channel it in some way. We draw this card a lot. It's hopeless. You and I will never understand each other, but even so, we'll respect and inspire each other for years to come. Disappointed in me, you'll go to Capressa and find in her the connection we couldn't build here. You'll help her boost her chances considerably. Fed up with my incompetence and worried about the dire prospects for our coven. Oh my god, I drew a really bad card. It's got to be this one. You and I will never understand each other, but even so, we'll respect and inspire each other for years to come. Cool. So. Thanks for coming. I wish that we could have got a better card for that. I loved her. Oh my gosh, you're back already? Oh no. I'm so sorry. I didn't manage to get any academic to sit down with me. I believe I even ended up pissing some of them off. I'm sorry. Hey, that's okay. It happens. We need to take something away from Dahlia. Let's go after magical tax. Oh yeah, no, that's a really good point. You've got a great point. You've got actually a really good point. Oh no. We picked this one, so we can't do that. Maybe I shouldn't have had her do that. Oh, this is so difficult. Okay, you've been waiting longest. The attention of Witch Fortuna. It's the moment of truth. Let's confirm whether our paths align or diverge. Faithfully, Generatia. So cool. So you didn't only choose the wrong side, you went as far as to found your own party just to make the same mistake. Good day to you too. I'm going to do everything in my power to stop you. Whoa, coming on strong. You came all this way just to declare war? Yes. Super. To begin with, you can forget about getting any votes from the academics, and then I'll start working on the other factions. Can't we reach some kind of compromise? No. See you in Congress. Oh my god. Uh-oh. That ain't great. Jasmine organised a meetup in her garden to get to know all the novices better. I don't know what... Okay, she's done this before. I think my meeting with the producers was good. They were all too fond of Jasmine, but still I managed to snatch some votes towards our side. The producers are quite interested in the community service thing, by the way. Good move. I'm going to keep Abramar on looking for allies. Let's go explorers for you two. I found someone interesting. I subtly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Curiel, the Sensorial Witch. She can affect the perception and sensations of sentient beings, conjure hallucinations, induce synesthesia, or even grant extra senses humans don't usually have. She seems to be a bit anxious about the current climate in the Coven. I'm not sure what'll come out of this meeting, but I sent her your way anyway. Oh boy. Oh, this is the refugees. Oh. For the attention of the Oracle Witch. Hello, my name is Zira. Me and a group of my sisters are fleeing from a conflict in our former coven. We are being hunted and executed. We are desperate. I beg of you, hear me out. Thank you, Zira, Jade Sculptor. Oh, I like her design already. Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, the face paint. Or tattoos, I'm not sure. Thanks for having me. My name is Zira. I'm a Jade Sculptor. Welcome, Zira. My name's Fortuna. I'm a Cartomancer. What can I do for you? I lead a group of refugee witches. We're in desperate need of help. I'm so sorry to hear that. Take your time. Tell me what happened. I should first tell you about the nature of the conflict, and for you to properly comprehend what's going on, it's imperative that you learn about our culture. Are you familiar with the traditions of the Jade Sculptures? I know that you, the Jade Sculptors, are specialized in dialoguing with precious stones and can ask them about their potential, and that you can carve any of them into magnificent magic tools. The most powerful stone being jade, right? Of course. Jade is the cornerstone of all your power, since you owe your might to the pact you sealed with the Jade Monks. Oh, you even know about the Jade Monks? Yes, they're the two largest known jade stones in the universe, each the size of a 5-story pagoda. They whispered their shape to you, your founding members, and those witches carved them into what they are today. You worship them, and in exchange, they guard the souls of every member of your clan. If you bring the heart of a Jade Witch back to the Jade Monks, they can be born again, but as a mortal, retaining their memories, but not their powers. Those reborn must stay in your temple to serve the living witches of your coven. I feel like we know all this from the card pieces too, or most of it. I am so honored and impressed by your vast knowledge. My heart is at ease that you will fully comprehend the nature of our current conflict. I found a way of retaining power and immortality when rebirthing at the Jade Monk waterfalls. It's all thanks to a new stone carving method I devised, which consists of imbuing quicksilver into the veins of raw jade. But our sisters considered this to be heresy. They claim that the purity of jade must be preserved. But I suspect they're mostly interested in not losing the influx of mortal servants. Some of us, a minority I must say, tried to defend the virtue of imbuing jade with metals, however. They declared us heretics and are hunting us down. Ugh. That sounds awful. That's why we need your help. And I'm aware of how risky it is to protect us at the moment, but hear me out. I came up with a proposal that may benefit us both. Okay, let's hear it. I researched many covens to see who'd be best suited to give us asylum, and yours is one of the most powerful. I also learned that your sisterhood works on the basis of invitation. If any sister vouches for another witch, they can become a rightful member of your coven immediately. And I happen to know that you're in the middle of some elections too, so... Invite me and my 9 sisters to your coven, and we will all vote for you in the upcoming elections. Wow, that's... We also have some magic saved up, so as compensation for all your trouble, we can offer you 10 units of earth energy. I know the Jade Sculptors don't have the capacity to mess with a coven as powerful as yours. Take us in and we'll all be safe. Please, I beg you. Protect us and you will have 10 more votes and more Earth energy. I think I'm going to accept that there's no need to vote for me. So the arbiters told us to only offer humanitarian support, but taking in refugees is humanitarian support, so I don't think we're angering the arbiters. I don't want their votes. I accept, but no need to vote for me. Is that right? Would you take us in without asking anything in exchange? That's right, I'll protect you. No strings attached, I just want to help. You don't even need to participate in this election. You are too kind. I couldn't have hoped for such a selfless soul when I came up with this desperate plan. Thank you, truly. I'm just happy to offer you some peace. Thank you so much. We've been through too much. We are forever indebted to you. Really, I'm just happy to help. How do we proceed? I can examine your future with my card. Oh, that'll give me some peace, yeah. It'll be my pleasure then. You chose this option on your first playthrough? Oh no, that implies... Oh no, your second playthrough was power hungry, so you definitely would have taken everything, right? I suspect we're gonna have some repercussions for this, but can the repercussions be as bad as 9 witches being killed? I don't know. We'll see. I see 2 major forces at play in this predicament, so I'm going to draw a card for each of them. On the one hand, we have you and your sisters, refugees, fleeing from your old coven. And on the other hand, we have your pursuers, the 4 sisters that are after you, claiming that you are heretics. Please, Jade Monks, show mercy upon us. Focus on your training as a Jade Sculptor and on your desires as a witch while I shuffle my deck. Origin of species, introspection, yearning, passion, power. Difficult. Witchhood will become unbearable for you and your sisters. You'll renounce your powers and go back to live as priestesses among mortals. You'll realize the heresy in your actions and will find a way to make amends. End up founding your own coven that'll surpass the Jade Sculptors. That one. You'll end up founding your own coven that'll surpass the Jade Sculptors. That's not possible. Why not? The Jade Sculptors didn't exist before your ancestors carved the giant jade stones, right? The possibilities are as endless as time for immortal beings such as you and me. You're right. I need to start focusing on what's ahead, and what you foretold is something well worth looking forward to. Thank you. Great. We basically got the 10 Earth energy off that. Oh my god, it's little guy! Justice, communication, peace, leadership, and purpose. The Jade Sculptors will be deemed a danger to a cosmic society and will be stopped and dissolved by the Arbitrage Office. Your pursuers will eventually realize how ignorant they have been and will try to recruit you back to compensate you and your sisters for all the damage. Jade Sculptors will devise a ritual to turn all of their dead servants into ghosts and have them haunt the dreams. Oh my god. No matter where you hide, your 4 sisters will end up finding a way to punish you. Okay, obviously we're going to go with this one. Your pursuers will eventually realize how ignorant they have been and will try to recruit you back and compensate you and your sisters for all the damage they caused. That's rich, but I guess that if we manage to build that new and improved coven, there are some talented sculptors we won't mind having back. Thank you for looking into our future. Somehow it's less bleak than I expected, even if I know there are still many hardships ahead. Thank you, really. For now, I'll focus on showing proper gratitude for you having taken us in. You are saving our lives in more than one sense. I hope everything works out for you all in the end. Ooh. Okay, let's send Cassia out. Oh my god, the cat. That's incredible. Challenging someone's program is exhausting. Most witches don't care much about mortals. The novices, though, there are a lot of them that are still in touch with their mortal past, and they want to be able to interact with society. Okay, how are we doing among the novices? See, the issue is that we need to challenge Dahlia, but Dahlia has, like, no support amongst the novices. We could still get more votes from Jasmine, though. I think promote our program. Okay, let's talk to this cat. Oh my gosh, look at you. Hello, I got to talk with one of your partners recently, and they told me we could probably help each other. I don't have any clear political leanings, but maybe there's a way to use my powers to make life better for all of our sisters during these trying times. I don't know. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Kindly, Curiel, the Sensorial Witch. Ooh, cowboy? Cowgirl? Cow they them? Oh, damn. Hi! Hi, welcome. This place is so cool. Thanks. I wouldn't mind being imprisoned here. Oh, shit, I'm so sorry. Right off the bat, my big mouth ruining everything. It's alright. It's my personal curse, always making things awkward. Really, don't worry, I'm awkward in my own way too. True. Okay. But let me tell you, you wouldn't like spending 200 years here. I'm so sick of these walls. Oh, I know, let me make up for it. Oh. Oh, but she's a sensory witch. Better? Where did everything go? Don't worry, everything's still in its place. I just altered our senses. Oh, I love this. I wish I could do this. It would have made being exiled so much easier to bear. Funny you mentioned that because I came to see you precisely to discuss my talents. What's the matter? Well, sensorial magic makes a great party trick, but beyond that, I feel pretty useless. We have ads in 7 seconds, so... Oh my god. Shut up! Sensorial magic is super cool! Okay, now we'll wait for the ad break. I thought those were both bad options, but the shut up one wasn't actually as bad as I thought. Do all the witches have their own like theme, or not theme songs, like background music? Because I feel like they're all super different. Like this one has like a slightly chill jazz vibe, like lo-fi jazz, you know. So cute. I really like the witch hat but slightly cowboy hat style. I think that's such a cool touch. And oh, I didn't know that I could see my energy all the time. I totally agree. Every witch we've met seems cool as fuck, so it makes sense that being cool doesn't earn you much respect in this community. Everyone's cool as hell. 15 cycles left. I mean, we're currently winning the election, but I don't know. I mean, if we don't win, I want Dahlia to win, and she's closest by far, so that's good. Floating through space is really cool though. Very calming. Audio is great, by the way. Oh, thank you. I'm really glad. I'm excited to go back to clip some of this and see how much better it sounds. I should have done this ages ago. I feel very silly. Okay, everyone's back from ads. Yeah, but cool doesn't earn you much respect in this community, and I understand why. I mean, I can't affect reality in any way. After several centuries, I've come to terms with it, really, but from time to time, imposter syndrome kicks in. What? Is that a thing witches can feel? Like, I mean, you're a witch, you're immortal, and you can fly across outer space. There's no doubt about you being a witch. Yeah, but you know what I mean. I'm a one-trick pony, and that trick isn't really going to have any impact on the cosmos. Literally. I don't see it like that, but I can't possibly understand. You're the one who's been struggling with this for centuries. No need to pity me, though. I mean, I have a pretty good life, magical frustrations aside. Oh, not at all. From my perspective, your powers are incredible. Huh, thank you. What about you? How do you feel about your powers? You're an oracle, right? I'm pretty comfortable with them. Oh yeah? Yeah, I mean, I was into divination even before I ascended. It's second nature to me. That's so cool. I wish I could feel so in sync with my talents. Actually, I came to see you about that. I've heard wonders about your new deck, and I wanted to ask you to help me find a way to make myself useful. Warn her about the risks. I feel like I'm being really inconsistent with this, but mostly I want to do more readings, so I haven't been telling people, which is really bad, but here we are. I should warn you about the risks first. Oh, what risks? Tell her the whole truth. I just recently discovered that I'm not exactly a soothsayer, I'm a writer. I determine fate through my cards. What does that mean? I can alter reality, both past and future. You'll be basically granting me access to rewrite your existence. Oh, wow. That means I can totally help you find a higher purpose for your sensorial arts, but you must be aware that it's not exactly divination. I'll pass then. Oh, it's too much. Thanks for warning me beforehand. Is the Coven aware of the nature of your talents? Oh shit, yeah. Actually telling people... Oh my god. Not yet. I'm still learning about myself. Why? Nothing. Just curious. Anyway, I should be leaving now. I'm sure you must be really busy with the race. Oh my god, she's gonna tell everyone. Why did I do this? She's gonna tell everyone. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you in the end. Don't worry, it was really nice meeting you. And good luck with everything. Thank you. Fuck. Oh, I totally forgot that other people don't know. Oh. Oh shit, Dahlia. The balls on this witch. What happened? She extended an official duel before the whole coven to prove she's the strongest. Oh no. She said she'll take on anyone. And the worst part is that no one dared to face her, not even the elders. So her little bravado played out. Vote intention is switching towards Dahlia because of this. I think I made this happen with my cards. Back when Dahlia consulted me about the race. Oh, fuck. That explains things then. Don't worry, there's nothing much we can do about it. Let's focus on earning back the trust from our sisters for now. I understand the meeting with Junraisha didn't go well, right? Junraisha is pulling her strings and convincing many academics to support Jasmine. We need to stop her. Let's get to work. Did you welcome the Jade Sculptors refugees into our coven? Yeah. That's a bit complicated in the middle of a race, Fortuna. Based on the coven rules, they have the right to vote, but they're voting for us, of course. But this didn't sit well with the rest of the coven. But I told them there was no need to vote for us. Come on, you can't be that naive. Of course they're going to vote for us. They owe you. Yeah, but... No buts. Our sisters have the right to be pissed. I'm sorry. Okay, let's rebuild from here. And back from my meeting with the explorers, I explained to them why our program is the best for their prospect. They were quite skeptical, but I managed to bring some of them to our side. Shit, okay, it's not going well. I found someone interesting. I subtly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Manaka, head of explorers. That's not a real position in the coven. It's an honorific title she got from the rest of the explorers, which may be even more important than an official designation. More often than not, Manaka roams the outer edges of the known universe, mapping every star and planet. She even developed a shape-shifting orrery that keeps track of any changes to an astral body that the coven has charted in real time. Just recently, Manaka came back to the coven because of the elections. If we can get her on our side, we can easily win the confidence of every explorer witch in the coven. That would be really useful. Oh damn, the oracles? Okay, let's try and get the oracles back. That's our girls. They're leaving me? Can't believe this. More allies. We could make a new card, but I'm kind of worried. I feel like I need... Oh, I can sleep and get more energy. I feel like I need energy because I might need to pay for things. I'm now like really nervous of making cards. Oh, okay. Oh, it's the little guy. You dream that you work at a gas station cleaning the windshields of the customers. You spot a little white dog inside of a van while you're working on it. You bark at the animal and the dog, scared, jumps out of the window and escapes. The customers blame it on you and you are fired. Wow, really rude. Hey, big. Ooh. Fortuna, wake up. Are you alright? Open your eyes. Don't leave us, please. What? Oh god. Okay. Final chapter, reality check. Oh my god. No. Fortuna! Fortuna, talk to us. What happened? What were you thinking walking out into the ocean like that? I drowned? Were you trying to kill yourself? What's all this about, becoming a witch? Back off a bit, Patrice. She's probably going through some kind of crisis. It's all right, Fortuna. We're here with you. What? Everything's all right. You're safe. We're your friends. Seriously? What the fuck is going on? You're just still in shock. We'll take you home, make you a warm drink, and talk this through, okay? Don't do this to me, Fortuna, all right? Okay. What's going on? We should get back to the asteroid, Patrice. What? Oh no, she's lost it forever, Ava. Deep breaths, everyone. Did I travel back in time? Oh, come on. No, sweetheart, you haven't traveled back in time. Where do you think you've come from? Outer space, centuries into the future. Ah, and how's that possible? I'm a witch. Stop it. Don't enable her fantasies, Ava. It's not fantasy. You're a witch too. Wake up, Patrice. You're a cosmic detective. Oh no. For the love of God, what are you saying, Fortuna? Is this the same apartment that, Cassia was in? Or did they just, like, reuse the set? Okay, let's not panic. This will pass. It's just some kind of stress-related crisis. I believe we'll be able to better help her if we ask her about her predicament. I'm sure there must be some truth hidden in the witch fantasy. Are you sure? It's worth a shot. Okay, you take the lead. This is too much for me. Okay, Fortuna, can you tell us more about your witch coven from outer space? Sure. We're about 100 witches. Our coven is one of the most respected in the magic community. Just recently, our leader died and we're in the process of electing a new one. Okay. Tell me more about these elections. I'm running for leader. Oh, that's very cool. And what are your plans for the coven? To undo the damage of our last leader. Oh wow, you must really hate that person, right? Huh, this is getting weird. Oh, why do you say that? I'm just trying to help you. Fortuna, wake up. They're messing with you. Oh my god. Maybe this was the sensorial witch. Oh, that's crazy. Fortuna, I'm here. What happened? I found you, eyes rolled back, mumbling to yourself. I was trapped in some kind of illusion. Someone tried to make me believe I'm not a witch and that it was all a delusion from before I ascended. Oh shit. They kept asking about the political race. Did you disclose any sensitive information? I kind of told them I was planning on undoing everything I'd done or did. Oh well, it's bold, but perfectly legit, I'd say. I guess so. Very well. Crisis avoided. I'll get back to doing my thing. Stay strong, we're almost at the finish line. What the heck? Ah, it was so exciting to have a meeting with all my newbie sisters. I talked to them about how amazing you are. Okay, so this is the same thing, but hopefully... Okay, yeah, that brought us up. Full coven. Okay. You can look for some allies and opportunities. I know you don't know the coven very well, but like perhaps you'll have access to like new people. What's this? Oh my gosh, so cute. Dear Sister Fortuna, my name is Manaka. I am one of the explorer witches of our coven. I am meeting with members of every party to assess the best prospect for our projects, the continued research of this cosmos, and, of course, the well-being of all of our sisters. Looking forward to meeting you, Manaka. Ooh, damn. Boss vibes. Oh my gosh, so cool. Hello, Fortuna. So nice to meet you. Likewise. It's an honor to meet with the head of the explorers. Ah, I'm no head of anything, dear. The rest of the explorers like to call me that, but it's just an affectionate way of calling me old. Huh, I know many witches hold you in great esteem, not only explorers. Well, I mentored a lot of them. I understand the daughterly love. But there's no such thing as a head, leader, or chief of the explorers. In any case, I'm sure you have a lot of pull among them. I won't deny that. My words carry more weight than I'd like, but that's not something I sought out. I'd never brandish that love as a tool for command. Anyway, enough about me. I've always wanted to meet you. Did you know I was planning on paying you a visit right before you were exiled? Oh yeah? And at that time we were looking for an oracle to help us design a plan to travel inside a black hole. Oh, wow, I would have loved to be a part of that. Well, unfortunately that project was cancelled after we lost the young explorer to the black hole. The oracle that was helping us at that time told us she wasn't dead, but transported to a different era, and that we'd probably never see her again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe with you on our side it would have gone differently. We'll never know, I guess. Look at me talking about myself again. I'm so sorry. Let's focus on the present, or you could have me telling war stories until the end of the race. Ha, it's quite alright. So, you're visiting every candidate? How's that going so far? It keeps getting harder and harder. I'm not just visiting the candidates, but also their advisors and other team members, and I just love you all too much. The future is going to be bright no matter who wins. I agree, it's a pity we have to compete to begin with. I know, it must be hard on you. You, Jasmine, and Dahlia are pretty close, right? My true family, I'd say. I hope this race makes you even closer after the dust settles. Yeah, me too. I wish I could have enjoyed some quiet time with my loved ones before getting thrown back into witch society this hard. We rarely choose our struggles. Why don't you stay out of it if the race is this hard on you? I should have, shouldn't I? But I guess I do care about the fate of this coven. That's why I've made sure it's our program that's why I have to make sure it's our program we move forward with. Ah, the clash of friendship and conviction. So tell me, is there a way to count on your support? Ha, so blunt. That's a good sign. It's not that there's something specific you can do to get my vote, but yours is the only party with an oracle in it. I'm curious about that. So, if it's not rude to ask, I would like to experience your divination, specifically how it may benefit the everlasting task of charting this universe. What did you have in mind? A simple request. Tell me about somewhere I haven't been. Ha! Not so simple considering you're famous for having been everywhere. Everywhere known, at least. I guess there's no harm in writing up a place for Manaka to find. Should I overdo it and impress her, or should I stick to her request? I think she appreciates, honesty. I'm gonna stick to her request. Very well. I accept your challenge. Ah, it's not a challenge, my dear. Well, you're right. It is a challenge. Fair enough. It's alright. I can deliver. Let's ask my deck for somewhere you haven't been. Oh, I'm starting to get excited. Hold tight to that excitement while I shuffle my deck. And connect with what you felt the first time you visited an uncharted place. It's little guy! Observe the surfaces of the VY Canis Majoris carefully. There you'll find a wormhole that can be crossed safely without getting burnt. It'll take you to an undiscovered location. Trace the light between the two largest stars of our galaxy and you'll find an undiscovered moon that lost its planet 500,000 years ago. This one seems more interesting. Trace the light between the two largest stars of our galaxy and you'll find an undiscovered moon that lost its planet 500,000 years ago. Are you sure? Our galaxy is pretty well mapped. I mean, yeah, there's the chance we've overlooked a wandering moon, but I'm 100% sure that you'll find it. Very well. I'll bet on your divination. What you just did, it's something else. I'm leaving immediately to explore. I can't wait to hear back from you. You can bet you will. Thank you so much for indulging me. Fantastic. So she's going to find that, and then she's going to be stoked, and she's going to vote for us. Worrisome report. Jasmine's party has been campaigning, warning our sisters about the dangers of the forbidden arts, retelling catastrophic events of the past involving behemoths and time-bending spells, many of which are reconsidering their stance on the forbidden arts policy. Oh shit! We shouldn't let her scare tactics spiral out of control. I had a meeting with some of the Oracle Witches. They're quite the reserved lot. They seem to like the idea of keeping a fellow Oracle at the helm in any case. It was a good meeting, I think. We need to challenge Jasmine's stance on the forbidden arts. Didn't manage to find any more opportunities. I'm afraid this is it. Let's focus our efforts on other fronts. I don't want to dig up dirt on my opponents. So you can harvest energy. And then I'm going to quickly... I think I have quite a lot of resources, so I think I'm going to try using some of the, super powerful arcana. I might as well use all this energy I'm getting. What do I want to do here? Kind of want to make it look like there's an invisible person wearing the cape. There we go. Done. I really wanted to use the Fortuna's home. Oh my gosh. A space to examine cosmogony, courage to pay the highest price to achieve your dreams. The astronaut's pith cloth stimulates purpose and discovery. Alliance, courage, leadership, purpose, support, success, communication, peace, justice, happiness, unity. Okay, so they have like way more meanings, which is useful because it gives us more choices when doing readings. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous. I find the choice to just hide mandatory aspects on cards interesting. Oh, thank you, CBC. I guess thank you. I like to have something from, or like I started out wanting to have something from each of the main card, the main chosen parts, like the background, the arcana, and the object. I started out wanting to have a piece of each of them visible, but I quickly devolved into like wanting to make it look the way that I wanted it to look. Whatever that meant. Fortuna, I found it. It was there. You are the real deal. Let me know when I can visit. Yours truly, Manaka. Fab. Easy. Okay, you are the real deal. You must forgive me for all of my condescension. There it was, timidly spinning alone in the void, its mother planet left. Too small and insignificant to be charted or named, but a new place nonetheless. I call it Fortuna, in your honor. You are incredible, Fortuna. I've never witnessed such a display of power. Thank you. I've worked with other oracles in the past to aid our expeditions, but this is something else. See, centuries ago I built a special orrery that continuously sweeps our charted space and mutates to depict any changes in our universe. Down to the precision of an asteroid, your cute little house does indeed appear there. So, what the evidence points towards so far is either that the orrery is malfunctioning, or that the place you sent me to didn't exist before our meeting. Oh shit. But that's impossible, of course. Ooh, glad I played it safe with her request. I'd like to further test these capabilities of yours if you don't mind. I'm going to have to start charging you, Manaka. Huh. This time it's something pretty straightforward. Do you know what this is? That's a what's that Pokemon's name? That's a Tangela, but like baked into a loaf of bread. It's what's left of the Archwitch Kadamia when her coven scattered her remains. This contraption has been around in our coven for a long time, and in all those millennia there's been little progress with solving its mystery. Oh, I'm impressed. Not many are aware of the existence of Kadamia's artifact. And you would like me to open it? As a test? Oh, no, that would be an unfair demand. We've been stumped by it for ages now. I'd like to find a clue as to what it is using your divination. Very well, let's take a look at it. We like knowledge for knowledge's sake around here. I'm going to ask my deck to put you on the path that'll untangle this mystery. Untangler? Haha! Yes, please. Let's take a look at this artifact's future. Focus on everything you've learned about it. On the countless hours you spent studying it. Yeah, Zimisi, I am really excited to see your cards. I hide a lot of stuff in the cards because I just have like a really... Usually it's colors. Like I have a really specific vision of how I want it to look, and sometimes the colors just like aren't working for me. You need to pierce through Kadamia's entelechy. A witch named Louise can weave you a key to peel off the protective layers. Study the songbooks of the deer folk, commit to their culture, and soon enough you'll be magically inspired as to how to unravel this mystery. This one. Study the songbooks of the deer folk. Commit to their culture, and soon enough you'll be magically inspired as to how to unravel this mystery. That sounds pretty time-consuming. It's going to keep me from exploring for a long time. I could even think you're sending me on a fool's errand. I would never. I know. I'm sure it'll be fun. Familiarizing yourself with another culture is another form of exploration. And having experienced your talents firsthand, this must be it. Finally, some progress in Kadamia's mystery. Thanks so much, Fortuna. You surpassed every expectation I had. Even more than that, you made me fall in love with immortality again. Before meeting you, I was disillusioned with this cosmos already. I felt like I had seen it all. And you tore through all that like a supernova, not only showing me new places, but magic beyond my comprehension. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh yeah, it wasn't a positive negative comment, just one. Yeah. I think I read it that way, CMC. I'm always curious how people utilize or how, I guess especially with something like this, because it's all about how you feel about it as well. Because yeah, I definitely did start with wanting to keep the important parts of the card visible, but I decided it was more important for me to make them pretty. You have my full support. I'll vouch for you in front of our sisters. I'm looking forward to the future of this coven with you at the helm. Thank you so much. See you in Congress. Good luck with the race. Cool. Oh god, so little time. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I couldn't find anything. I'm a bit out of my depth with this, to be honest. Can I help you with something simpler, maybe? Yeah, totally. How did we do with the novices? We need to get the novices back, and you're great at that. So you can go and promote our program to the novices. I went for a trip inside a star and got this for you. Will you make more cards with this? I will. I'm worried because we have so many we have so many low value cards with few choice options that even as I make the expensive ones, we're unlikely to draw them. You can harvest energy. I don't want to dig up dirt. Oh god, we're in so much trouble. I don't want to go to sleep again in case they try and trap me. Make an expensive card. Ooh, I like this. It's vibes time, but expensive vibes, you know? You're cool. And... oh, we don't have many expensive... we really don't. I guess we'll use this one. It's the choice between that one or this one. Do this one. Oh, I've had an idea. I'm just a little owlstronaut. How small do we want to make his head? Oh my god, that's pretty funny. I do need to hide need to hide the claws and some of the wings. Ooh. Actually. Oh my god, how many of these birds do I need on here? Get out. I really like this. It's kind of like a moth head. Haven't seen it. Ooh, yeah, love that. And then I think I'm gonna give him wings. Like that? Yeah, that's kind of cute. I'd like for them to be bigger, but too hard. He's holding the key. Holding it in an open hand, but that's okay. He can have, like, telekinesis or something. I don't like the birds at all, so... Oh, he already had wings. He had moth wings. Oh my gosh. So silly. Like this? No, it's definitely meant to be the other way around. I think we're just gonna fill up this place with moths. I'm a big moth fan. And make these guys just a little tiny. Mothra but humanoid? Yeah. The number of times that I have designed like a moth-based D&D character, crazy. So much moth, but no lamp. Yeah, true. Maybe we could do like a... No. That ain't it. That ain't it, Chief. Yeah, that'll be it. We're in an ad break right now, so I'm gonna finish this. How many meanings we got? Actually, like not that many. Maybe I need to stop making cards, but I'm obsessed. I love making these cards. It's so much fun. So it's called the anomaly, the anomothely. Consciousness of the many selves. A single space scout can carry the will of a civilization, an avatar of discovery and exploration. The birds of prey carry this message throughout the cosmos. Determination, rightfulness, guide, discovery, happiness, and temptation. Okay. Got our new card. Here comes Patrice. Dali has been selling her free access policy regarding the forbidden arts to the academics, and they're buying it. Okay, this is the same. You made a great impression on Minaka. She's vouching for us, swaying most of the explorers to our side. Yes! Minaka is wonderful. I had a great time with her. That's good. Good energy for the race. Keep it up. I'm back. Perfect blow attacking the points of forbidden arts. Both Capressa and Jasmine lost support from their voters. Academics, explorers, and oracles are interested in making the forbidden arts more accessible. On the other hand, the idea is a bit scary for the novices, and producers are definitely not too fond of stability. Okay, so we're doing very well currently, but I feel like there's about to be like a big switch somehow. Let me have a look. Oof, the academics are looking rough. How can we... I think we need to promote it to the academics. Ad break. 20 seconds. Sorry, I really I've been wanting to play because like I can't stream for that much longer, so I'm really keen to play. But yeah, ad break. Sorry. 8 seconds. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do the academics because I feel like that has the most area for improvement. We're doing very well currently, but I think there's going to be some big shift soon. It's so weird that we haven't like been involved. Like it's so weird to just be like hearing back from the outside world. 5 cycles left. Oh boy. What can we do? $47. Okay, well, I mean, at least... Oh, actually, Dahlia was second before, and now she's pretty far behind, which is unfortunate. I'm just gonna go look at my deck of cards. I don't know, can I like remove cards from the deck? Because that might be worth doing at this point. No, it doesn't look like it. Little guy. Little guy. I really like this one. Little guy. So many little guys. Oh, I love this one too. I don't think I've ever drawn this one. Tragic. Yeah, I remember you saying there was a way to like recycle cards, but I wondered if I could just like remove them without getting back the energy cost, but it doesn't look like it. This is one of my favorite cards and I would love to draw it at some point. I draw this one all the time. I don't think I've ever drawn this one either. And I draw this one all the time as well. Oh, little guys. So cute. Oh man, I had so much fun making all these. Except this one, which I didn't make. Okay. I guess we just go... Why can't I click on the window? That's weird. There's nothing? Okay, well, this seems like a good place to leave it then. I have to go out to a musical, which is very exciting. I really want to keep playing this to the end, but I think this seems like a good place to leave it, and then we can do like the final election and stuff next week. I have no idea where this is going. Normally I feel like I have like a pretty good idea of where a story is taking me, but I truly do not know. I think I'm meant to sleep here, but I'm going to get taken into another dream, and that's really scary. So I'm going to sign off for this week, and then I'll be back again next week, hopefully for like a regular length stream, and we'll finish this game off, I think. I have been loving it. I love making the new cards today. It was fun to use some of the more expensive things. I hope that we draw them someday. That would be really useful because I spent a lot of energy on those. They were quite pricey. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Next stream, actually, I'm going to be adjusting my stream schedule, so I do want to add another stream somewhere. I'm thinking maybe Mondays, like Monday afternoon, kind of the same time as this stream, but on a Monday. So I'm thinking of adding another stream just because I've been like, I don't really have any space for other games at the moment because I do Deadlock on Saturdays and then Cozy Games. Like, Cozy Games have taken over Wednesdays and I have no problem with that. I don't want to change it. So I think I'll probably add in a Monday stream of something, like maybe Final Fantasy. Maybe, like, if I'm really enjoying a Cozy Game, to be honest, I could have just played this on Mondays and Wednesdays and I would have been stoked. So yeah, keep an eye on the schedule. I will update that when I figure out exactly when we're going to do the third stream of the week. Otherwise, for this week, next stream will be Saturday with Deadlock. I'm kind of getting better. Someone in chat last week mentioned doing the Vines Ivy build, and I love it. So that's been really fun. But unfortunately, it has made me feel a lot worse about the other the other things I play in that game. But yeah, I hope to catch you for Saturday evening's Deadlock stream. I'm hoping to get another stream scheduled for next week. So keep your eyes on the schedule, and I hope to catch you then. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will catch you in the next one.